And here come the Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the world, it's football time in Bellevue. Tate, delay handoff. Inside 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And going into the end zone quite easily is TJ Ward for 6. Tate Mathis parks it out. Back to pass, looking into the end zone, throwing into the end zone. It is touchdown, Nashville Christian. TJ cuts against the grain, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone. Not too hard. Down below. Pitch out to the left. He's going to fumble that football, and it's going to be scrambled for and picked up by the Eagles taking in at Holt, and we get another 6. He takes it instead. Ward breaks away. 50, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. They can't do anything. He takes it in. Touchdown. Mount Juliet back to pass. He's in trouble in the end zone. They're going to sack him for a safety, I'm afraid. Are they going to let him get out? Nope. No, we're passing again. There's TJ.
He's got him.
And he's got him out to the side. It deflects it to himself, volleys it. The 20, 15. They're trying to get him. He keeps lunging, diving, pushing, churning. Back to pass. Mathis in trouble. He's going to duck it and run. Dives for the end zone. Did he get in there? He did. Touchdown, Mathis. Mathis give to Hudson. They swarm his side steps. 25, 20, race to that corner. 15, 10, 5. They can't touch him. Touchdown, Eagles. Mathis fading to throw. Pattern out here to the right. Grigsby, nice catch. 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Spitter steps. Tiptoes down the sideline. And give him 6. Snap. Kenny. He needs 1 yard. He got it. Nobody touched him. Touchdown. Second down, 13. And that ball given to the halfback to the 20, the 15 to the 10. That's Adonis cutting against the grain. He's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Adonis Turner.
Oh.
$150 wins, Coach Jeff Brothers.
Incredible accomplishment. 150 wins.
A lot of wins.
A lot of wins.
Throughout the season. Let's give our sponsors a big round of applause for Mr. Perry of Nashville Christian School, Eagles football. fans, and welcome to Keaton Field here at Nashville Christian School, home of Eagles football. The energy's high, the stands are full, and it's week 8 of the season as your Eagles take on the Tyner Academy Rams. Both teams are fired up and ready to go, so get on your feet and get loud as we're moments away from kickoff. Tonight's game is being played in accordance to the rules of the TLSPLA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can also help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping tonight's game at a high level of sportsmanship. Fans, good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that time calls are only good faith and must abide by the official decisions. Spectators can support their high school.
Good evening, Nashville Christian football fans. This is Mike McPherson along with Coach John Pierce and producer Andrew Atkins, and we're bringing you the contest between Nashville Christian School and the Chattanooga Tyner Rams. And Coach, Chattanooga comes up here 6-0, or 7-0 actually.
Yeah, they're. I think they're a really, really good team. Very athletic team. Some really good players. I watched a little bit of film this week. They have a couple of absolute studs. I'm really looking forward to seeing our guys compete against this team tonight.
They have not been challenged, but a couple of times, kind of like us. They opened the season of defeating Silverdale Academy 28-27, then Chattanooga Christian 48-21. Red Bank, so they had two of their first three were 1-point games. They defeated Red Bank 21-20. Ultawatch 62-14. Then Marshall County 45-26. Then Cleveland 34-0, and Chattanooga Prep 46-37. Nashville Christian has really only been tested really hard one time. They defeated Davidson Academy the first game 56-28, and Davidson did give us some tough resistance. Then in the best high school football game I've ever seen in person, defeating Innsworth, who was also 3A, 42-41 in overtime, not leading until the last play of the overtime. Then DCA also put up a good struggle in the first part of the game, but we defeated them 45-13. Then Clarksville Academy 58-0. Mount Juliet Christian 71-6. And then Franklin Christian 53-0. So Coach Brothers has done his best with considering the weakness of the region, relatively speaking, to get two really tough games in Innsworth and Tyner, excuse me.
Yeah, I think, and the fact that they're kind of spread out throughout the season, it lets some of our guys get some rest in some of these other games and really focus on these highly competitive games.
Well, the captains are at midfield, and out there is Bryson Holt, Jared Curtis, Colt McClary, and Lucas Morrison. He's a freshman, is that right? I guess do we get an honorary? I guess that's an honorary freshman out there, I guess. I hope we've got the numbers right. So the coin toss, Tyner is going to receive, and if you're traveling, we know a lot of people are on the road, and if you're listening to this game as though it's radio, it'll be Nashville Christian traveling right to left across your radio dial. Although I don't guess you're listening on the radio, but you may have to listen to it like it's the radio.
Coach, for the captains there, for the coin toss, there's lots of cameras out there, lots of people, lots of media people out there.
It's going to be an exciting game.
Thank you for the game of football. We pray that this night will be a great night. We pray that all boys on the field would play well and bring you glory. We thank you for your son, Jesus. It's in his name we pray. Amen.
The playing of our national anthem, the invocation was led by our own John Pierce, who's doing double duty, and will be singing at halftime also.
I'm taking requests. Just whatever you want.
Well, Coach, we've got really a pretty good crowd here. It's a non-regional game. So from that standpoint, this doesn't have anything to do with playoffs, but both of these teams are excited to get to play against each other undefeated. And even though they know they are 2 categories ahead of us, they know that Nashville Christian is going to pose an impressive resistance against them.
And I think, our crowd, our community is hungry for a competitive game. It's been a few weeks now since that Innsworth game. Although we still remember it, we're hungry for another really competitive game.
Right. And this will probably provide that. They have got a lot of speed and a lot of skill people. So it's going to be hopefully an incredible matchup. And we don't want to blow out either way. We hope we have a great game. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are around the world, it's football time in Bellevue, Tennessee. The Eagles dressed in solid navy blue from helmet to knee, trimmed in the Auburn orange and white. Coach, I know you love to hear the word Auburn.
It's a problem.
And here comes Chattanooga Tyner, and they are dressed in yellow pants, white jerseys, trimmed in their deep crimson red. And they're going to be jacked up also. They brought a somewhat decent crowd from a long ways off. Our crowd is somewhat capacity, and as always, we have a lot of people in the end zones.
Yeah, it's today started fall break for our school, so I was wondering what kind of crowd we would get, but it looks like the stands are full. The end zones are at least 1 deep in the end zone, so it's a very good crowd.
And we'll see what our viewers are at this time. 117, and I'm sure that will grow throughout. We had over 800 against Innsworth, and of course most of that was to get me to drop a PE class, but Mr. Bishop did not come through with that.
To no avail.
No, and I appreciate the public's efforts. I really didn't think it would happen anyway. Caleb Smallbone teeing it up, and he always has family down in Australia. If you are in Australia, halfway around the planet, call in and we'll give you a shout out hopefully, and Mr. Atkins will try to notify me of people that are chatting in and giving some comments. So,
Coach, Chattanooga Tyner meets the eye test. They're a good-looking team.
And deep for Tyner is Pinkerton and Dowdle. And here's Smallbone's kick, and he's going to squib it off to the right, but we're going to have a flag probably offsides. And, Coach, we definitely were not wanting their scat backs to scat.
Yeah, maybe it was some sort of pooch onside kick. It was well struck. I think he hit it exactly the way he wanted to.
We were offsides. Yeah, I think he somewhat did what he wanted, and I think they're trying to keep it away from their skilled people, and they've got three up backs, so they want to return this badly. They've got 6 kids in there that can return it.
I know that number 1, Peyton Dyer, is a 4-star recruit, evidently a phenomenal athlete.
Smallbone does it again and is fair caught by Hubbard, and they will go at the scrimmage about 35-yard line. They'll bring it in at the 34. So Nashville Christian across that front line. Your ends are Michael Hoskins and Colt McClary. Tackles, Matt Newberry and Colin Romero. Your nose guard, Kenny Harris. R.J. Perkins and Landon Travis, your linebackers. Dre Gibson on the corner, along with Chris White on the other side. Safety, Jake Morris. Blair Otero, your free safety. And they come with 2 wide outs and they got 2 guys there on each hip. And they're going to run straight up the middle, and that's good running as Dyer carries past the 40 up to the 43, and they immediately, Coach, show power up front. They got some big guys in there.
Yeah, there's some. Their linemen are huge. Number one, Dyer lost his helmet there, so he'll sit a play.
Yep.
It's going to be a big night for our DBs, I think. White and Gibson, hopefully they can play really well, and I know that Tyner does a really good job of advancing the ball with the pass.
Right off the bat, it's 2nd down and 2. Tyner out to the 42-yard line. Ball going off right tackle. He is stood up at the line of scrimmage. That's Dowdle, and he was hit first. Coach, did you catch who it was?
I didn't see it.
Our angles are kind of low.
It was several Eagles.
But he's going to get first down yards. It was a good defensive play, but we gave up 3, and he only needed 2. The ball is pushed to the 46. So Tyner with 2 backs, back to pass, looking, waiting, throwing a little out pattern. It is complete. Nice pass by Turner, the quarterback, and he's hitting Dion Edwards on a down and out. And, Coach, they rattle off 2 quick first downs, moving it to the Nashville Christian 43, and this reminds us of the Innsworth opening.
Really good route run there and a really nice, well-timed pass. A little 10-yard out.
Turner back in the gun with 2 guys on his hip, and he's going to give to one of the backs. He's going to push forward past the 40-yard line, and carrying is Hubbard. And he rolls forward for about 4. A pretty good surge by the Eagles up front, but it pushes it to the 39. A pickup of a good long 3, probably closer to 4. 2nd and 6. The clock running first quarter. We've just started, and Tyner is on a drive. 2nd and 6. Turner back to pass under pressure, and the heat got to him, Coach, and he tried to dump it off to Dowdle and was not able to do that.
Yeah, good job of putting a little bit of pressure on him, making him rush his throw a little bit. I think he threw that just a couple seconds before he wanted to.
So that brings up a 3rd and 6. Checking in for Nashville Christian is Jack Martin. And quarterback dumps it off here on the right. He's got running room, but he's upended. Dowdle is by Morris.
Great tackle by Jake Morris. They're coming up short on 3rd down, but looks like they're going to go for it on 4th.
It'll be 4th down and a good 2. They're at the 36. They've got to move it to the 34, just past the 34. So it's almost closer to 3. And Tyner definitely going for it. Kenny Harris checking back in for Jack Martin. So let's see. The clock is down to 10 seconds on the play.
Yeah, they're just now.
They're going to have to. Yeah, they're going to have to call. They'll have to call a timeout. It's down to 4 seconds. 3, 2, and they have to call a timeout. So good scenario for Nashville Christian, forcing the Tyner Rams into a timeout there. Again, if you just started the action, Nashville Christian kicked off to Tyner, and they've taken it down the field for a couple of first downs, have pushed it into Eagle territory, and now are facing a 4th down and about 3 at the 36-yard line, needing to move it to the 33-yard line. It is a fantastic football night weather-wise, 68 degrees. We have a really good crowd. And, Coach, if it wasn't for fall break, I think we would be jammed in here again.
Yeah, I think so, too. It's a great crowd considering fall break. I mean, it's a full stands crowd. I think we've gotten a good look at what Tyner's going to do. It's a good mixture of running and passing. It seemed like they're really doing a good job blocking. I think it's going to be a great night.
Turner takes the snap. He wants to pass. Down and out is in his arms and out. And he had the receiver. And, Coach, he just may have turned up to start running and took his eye off the ball.
Yeah, I think he saw one-on-one coverage out there and just was thinking touchdown before he actually caught the ball.
And he did have plenty of first down yardage and possibly a little room to run. Nonetheless, Jared Curtis, you may have heard of him before, getting a little attention this year. And he'll bring his team to the line at the 36. And he's going to give to TJ right off the bat. TJ is going to be met off left tackle and pick up possibly 2. The centers, Clay Klotz. Guards, Javin Tidwell and Jack Martin. Tackles, Colin Romero, Jeremiah Smith. Bryson Holt will check all the way out to the right, and on this side is Caden Grigsby. And not sure what the delay is. They're letting Tyner come in with a substitute. May have had some illegal equipment. So it's 2nd and 8, 9 minutes to go in this first quarter. Curtis barks out signals. Gives to Ward again. This time, nothing there. They overran the right side of our line.
You know, they're playing one-on-one on the edges, which, you know, usually is a recipe for disaster with Jared Curtis back there. So we'll see if we take a look at that here in this 3rd and 8.
So Curtis will no doubt go to the air, and Tyner shows a lot of power and speed out here. And again, a great game for us to get ready for this stretch run at the end of the season. So Curtis on 3rd and 8. He's got 4 receivers, 1 in motion this way. Crampton back to pass. Curtis is unloading it down the sideline, and good coverage there by Willis. And Holt tried to come open, and boy, he was sticking to him.
Well, Tyner brought their safeties all the way up to the line of scrimmage. There was no one. It was strictly one-on-one coverage for every receiver that we had.
Jake Morris signals punt. That Tyner was not ready, but he muffs this one. It's going to hit and almost hit a Tyner player. He does get a tad roll out of it to take it inside the 39, but Jake did not hit that one nicely. And Tyner wasn't ready. We might could have had a fake field goal. They were buckling their chin straps and trying to get set, coming in late. But Tyner is in good shape, and they'll start it at the 39. The clock at 8:01 of the first quarter. Neither team has scored on their opening possessions. Hubbard, he's got Dowdle and Dyer back then with it. Number 1 and 2. And he's going to hand off to the back. To the right side, not much there, and that was Dyer. And a good collapse by the left side of that defensive line of Nashville Christian. Colt McClary was in there.
Landon Travis.
Colt
McClary.
And I think Chris White came up from the corner spot. So 2nd down and 7. He still got 3. Kenny Harris right over the nose. Quarterback gives again. We hit him in the backfield, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. It's Michael Hoskins making the first contact. So excellent pursuit by Nashville Christian. 3rd down and long as he lost back to inside the 41, forcing a 3rd and 8. They've got to get it just past the 49-yard line. So let's see if Tyner goes to the air. Last time they had one dropped right in his hands deep in Nashville Christian territory. So Turner barks out the signals. Here they come. He's under pursuit. He's being pressured. Rolls it out of the pocket. He's going to throw it away. Excellent pursuit by Colt McClary. One in a long line of McClarys.
I don't know the stats, but Colt has numerous sacks this season, having a fantastic season this year, especially at pressuring the quarterback.
And Coach McClary, he's been fathering kids that have come here since the early 70s, I believe.
I think Colt's the last one. They need to bring a couple more.
Yeah, I hope Mom's listening. 6:45 to go, and Tyner set to punt, and he's not going to get a very good one either. We got to get out of the way. It hits at the 35 and rolls deep into our territory.
Both the punts have been treacherous.
Kelson Harlan went in there pretending he was going to jump on it and got Tyner to maybe down it 1 yard early. That was a little risky too. But the ball is turned over on the possession to Nashville Christian and spotted right on the 28. So Curtis brings his troops to the line. It's 6:34 in the first quarter. We are tied in a scoreless football game with Tyner from Chattanooga. Here's Curtis. Nobody in the backfield with him. He'll look to go to the air. He's back to pass. Out pattern is complete to Grigsby. Steps immediately out of bounds and picks up a nice gain up to about the 31-yard line, then steps out of bounds.
That's exactly what we need to do. We've got to loosen up the middle a little bit. They are really crowding the line. It's going to be tough for TJ Ward to find any space until we loosen it up in there.
Well, actually, he didn't get as far as I thought. They're going to bring it to the 31, so he only got 3. Second down and 7. Clock at 6:28. Stopped after the out-of-bound pass. We are scoreless. Curtis once again. Wide outs both sides. He's back to pass. He's under pressure. Running out, looking for a receiver. It is complete. That ball is caught at the 50. He's pushing 40, 45, trying to break away, lunging down to the 30, and an incredible run after the catch by Hudson Smith, sophomore. Excellent reception, coach, and then they couldn't bring him down.
And an unbelievable play by Jared Curtis in the backfield. He had 2 defenders with no one touching them, direct line to him, and he made them both move with one quick juke. Pass off of one leg, right on the money to Hudson. Really nice play.
He looked like he was going to take it down and run and hit Smith beautifully. It's at the 41-yard line of Tyner. No score, first quarter. Give to Ward. Ward across the center guard, right guard slot, dives ahead to the 40.
Really close to breaking that one. Just barely got tripped up at the line.
He's only going to get 1. And again, Tyner can close on the ball quickly. We are 40 yards from 6. Second down and 9. 5:28 to go. Tyner's had the ball twice and made some first downs, but did not get deep into Nashville Christian territory. This is our second possession. Working on our first couple of first downs. Curtis, second and 9. Moving right to left, and now a clock stoppage. Is that Coach Brothers asking for a timeout?
It looks like it.
And that is. We haven't taken a break yet. Let's do that with the score. Nashville Christian scoreless with Chattanooga Tyner. First quarter, back in a moment. Mike McPherson along with Coach John Pierce back at Keaton Field at the Nashville Christian campus. Nashville Christian hosting a very tough and undefeated, as is Nashville Christian, Tyner team from Chattanooga. We've got 204 viewers, and thank y'all all for listening in. And, of course, for each listener, Coach Pierce and I get a substantial stipend, and we're excited about that.
I think it's a French fry per listener.
So Curtis brings his team out, second and 9. Ward will be on his right hip. 2 wideouts this way, 2 the other. Grigsby comes in motion across the back of the scrimmage line. Here's Curtis down to Crampton. Needed to lead him a little bit more. Ball was kind of behind Crampton. Incomplete, and we go to 3rd and 9.
You know, the cornerback's probably got 6 inches on Zane.
Jared usually lays those out a little bit ahead of him, so I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. Ball brought back to the line of scrimmage to the 40. 3rd down and 9. So to keep this possession, Nashville Christian, I would assume, is in 4-down territory. Clock at 5 minutes, first quarter. We are in a scoreless tie. Jared Curtis back to pass. He's got plenty of time. Down and out pattern is complete and falling just past that first down yardage. Who is it? Is that
it's Hudson Smith?
Hudson Smith again.
I'm sorry, it is Zane. It is Zane.
Zane Crampton.
Zane Crampton.
Zane went over to the other side, liked it better over there, and got the first down. And a great bullet pass by Curtis and a great catch by Crampton, who then fell forward past the first down marker and we have a first down at the 30-yard line. Curtis sees Grigsby once again go in motion, but hands to Ward. He is hit at the line and behind. He tried to lunge forward to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and perhaps he did. But Tyner, Coach, they are fast, they're quick, and they are big and strong.
Yeah, they met him when he got the handoff on that one. I think TJ needs to have a little patience. It's gonna open up. Just keep grinding.
Jack Wills checks in, Grigsby out. Curtis gives the instructions to the team, and they will break to the line of scrimmage with 4:25 and running in the first quarter in a scoreless tie. Curtis got Ward with him, and he's going to fake it to Ward and hit Crampton on a slant to the left, and an excellent reception and pass once again. It's short of the first, but moves the marker down to the 24. They're quickly to the line, trying to get set up. It's 3rd and 3. It's going to go to Ward. No, we fumble the football, and Tyner's on it. I think Jared was turning too quickly to hand it off.
Yeah, it just kind of went right through his hands, bounced off his chest there. So
tough break for the Eagles. 3:54 the first quarter, so we don't turn it over much. And Tyner took advantage of that, and they jumped on it immediately. And they're going to have it 71 yards away from 6. They'll be on the 29-yard line. Nashville Christian waiting for them. Tyner comes in from the sidelines. Go ahead, Coach.
Coach, I was just going to go back and, 2 really good receptions from Zane Crampton there. Both those balls were absolutely missiles, and Zane pulled them both in.
Tyner trying to take advantage of the turnover, and the give to the halfback. He's going to be bopped in the backfield it's Dyer. And
I think it was RJ. Was it RJ Perkins?
I believe, and he's going to lose. Coach, he's going to lose 2.
Really nice play by RJ.
So after their initial thrust of getting a couple of first downs, we have really bowed it up here and adjusted well. Similar thing happened at Innsworth. It took us a quarter to do it there. In the classic, it will always be remembered. 42-41. But we're back to the present. Here's the quarterback back to pass. He's inside screen is dropped. We threw it a bit behind him, and Coach, that was the pressure coming from Colt McClary forced him to throw that a little awry and behind the receiver.
Yeah, it was pretty well covered. Even if he had caught it, I don't know that he would have gotten a ton of yards anyways, but really good pressure there by Colt.
So a good defensive position. They are behind the sticks at 3rd and 12, 3:11. The clock frozen with the incompletion. Chattanooga Tyner coming in undefeated at 7-0, a 3A team against Nashville Christian, a 1A team, also undefeated at 6-0. Crowd coming to live, and did we jump? And the officials agree with the Tyner players who were accusatively pointing at Nashville Christian. Matt Newberry stepped across the neutral zone a little too far there, and still 3rd and a good bit. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Line of scrimmage, 32-yard line. So we gave them 5 there. Still in a good defensive situation. Quarterback rolling to the left. He's going to throw. He lobs it out here. He's got a man out there. Great coverage, though, by Nashville Christian's. Well, I'm trying to see who that was. Was that
Gibson?
Keandre
Keandre
Gibson. Good coverage by Gibson. And that's going to force a punt on the 3rd possession by Tyner. So, Coach, we have bowed up nicely. Coach, are they going for it?
They are
4th down, and
they're just trying to draw us off. They're going to call timeout, I bet.
I think you're right.
No, maybe not.
Now he's dropping back. He may be like Curtis is going to pooch punt, and he is. He rugbies it, and he messes it up also again. Hits and goes out of bounds at the 46. The punts are struggling tonight.
It's been a night of punting.
And they've been pooch punts.
It's been a defensive battle, not what we're used to with Nashville Christian Eagles games, but it is 0-0 with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. It's
Yeah,
unusual.
We haven't seen this, I don't guess, all year at all. The line of scrimmage is the 46-yard line, 2:57. You just joined us. Both teams now in the third possession for Nashville Christian. Tyner's had 3. Neither team has driven it very far. We're scoreless at 0-0. Curtis back to pass. Throwing the bomb down there. He's got a man all alone. That ball is complete to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Who was that? That was Javin Trulo. He got a 46-yard touchdown pass from Curtis to break the scoreless tie here in the first quarter.
Some kind of busted coverage for Tyner, and you don't want to do that against Jared Curtis and the Eagles.
And Trulo was wide open. At 2:48, we go up 6-0. 46 yards. So we were going for 2 there, and an infraction of some type of illegal procedure, or they're calling delay of game. I don't know what that is. Coach Brothers, who knows the rules better than any official, and he is debating.
That could not be.
He just signaled a sideline warning. I guess that's on Coach Brothers going out on the field a little bit. He's trying to get some clarification. This is what kills me, when the officials don't come over and tell you something.
Yeah.
They would have a lot less frustration from the coaches if they would communicate.
I don't understand how that could be delayed game. They were out there quick.
So Braden Griffin will attempt a longer extra point this time, kicking toward the school, kicking it through the uprights, and kicking it good. There's timeout on the field with 2:48 in the first quarter. Nashville Christian 7, undefeated Chattanooga Tyner zilch. Back in a moment. On the campus of Nashville Christian, this is Mike McPherson along with Coach John Pierce and producer, director, and czar of broadcasting, Andrew Atkins. And, Coach, that penalty is imposed on the kickoff, pushing it back to the 25. So Tyner, with any type of return at all, is going to be in good field position.
Caleb Smallbone has a big leg, so let's see if he goes ahead and kicks this one or tries to do another pooch.
Tyner has the skilled people back there to bring it back, and he's going to pooch it to the right again. It's going to hit. They can't fair catch this one. It's still bounding on the ground, and it's picked up late, and he's going to be thrown for a loss after picking it up. Peyton Dyer finally ankle tackled by Jake Morris. Jake stayed with him. Dyer did his best to wiggle away and could not do it. Well, they were really late on pounding on that kickoff.
Yeah, I probably should have tried to catch that ball instead of let it bounce.
Ball looks like it's located at the 28, 1st and 10 for Tyner. So, well, this is already their 4th possession in the first quarter. Been a few 3 and outs here on both sides. Nashville Christian leading 7-0 after the 46-yard reception from Jared Curtis to Javin Drulo, giving us the first score of the game. 7-0, Nashville Christian. You got Kenny Harris, the nose, tackles Newberry and Romero, ends Hoskins and McClary. Linebackers pulled up there are Perkins and Travis.
Well, these referees are not messing around with uniforms.
They are not.
One guy's coming out, another guy's coming out. I don't know what the uniform rule change is this year, but it's been a point of emphasis all season long.
And they may be being observed by the head guy in the stands for all we know. And there's another one. Boy, they're watching something, Coach. I hope they'll watch the play on the field as well. So quarterback's got two beside him, but he's back to pass. Pressure by McClary, and he rushed it again, Coach. He had tried to dump it out to the left to Dyer, and too much pressure.
Boy, Colt McClary is spending a lot of time in that backfield.
McClary with great pursuit and rushes the pass by Turner. Ball at the 28, second down and 10. Trying to keep Tyner behind the sticks. Back to pass, rolling to the right. Airs it out here. It is complete. And then he breaks away 45-50. He's gone. 40, 35, 30. They'll try to catch him. And an incredible tackle by Gibson, because I thought he was gone. And Gibson turned on the Jets, and Coach saved the touchdown. We plastered him out there at the 40, and he somehow held on to it, had the wits to keep going.
He wasn't even open. I don't even know how that all happened. Great job by Keandre getting to him.
Here's the pitch to the left. Back trying to cut through there, and he does. He's got good running room down inside the 10, inside the 5. And carrying the ball that time was that McNeely?
It was McNeely.
And that was a nice run off left tackle on the pitch. And now as we enter under 2 of the first quarter, Tyner is threatening. It's going to be second and goal. That can't be second and goal. Second and 4. It's really second and 2, ball on the 4, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
There we go. Tyner poised to take it in. Handoff straight up the middle. Diving ahead to the 3. May have gotten to the 2. Again, our angle on a high school stadium is pretty low, so we'll have to let the officials.
I think they gave it to him.
He did lunge forward for the first down, and it will be goal to go. First down, and it looks like they're going to place it down on the second. The second white line, the 2-yard line. 1:24 to go. Tyner trying to tie this thing up. Ball given to the running back. He's going to push forward. I don't think he got in, Coach.
No, he did not.
A great mass of Nashville Christian humanity met him at the line and stopped him there. He may have gotten a half a foot. It's still second down.
Looks like on the 2-yard line, or maybe the 1.
Looks like about the 1.5 yard mark from here. Nashville Christian really bowed up in there, and Tyner, they're thinking about this play. And their coach really thought about that before he sent the play in. We're down to 10 seconds on the play clock. The scoreboard clock is at 35 seconds. Tyner, let's see if he keeps it. And he throws a shovel pass. Did he catch it? They're going to call possibly pass interference. Boy, that was an unusual and dangerous.
He threw an option pass forward.
It was. If the receiver is past the timeline, past the line of scrimmage, that is a legal play. Let's see, is Nashville Christian getting whistled for illegal procedure on Tyner? This is big.
It is big. No, on us.
No,
holding,
it's offset.
holding.
It's offsetting.
Offsetting. We'll do it again.
That's interesting. It'll be second down and 1. Coach, that was a dangerous pass down there on the goal line.
That was 3 or 4 Eagles right there with the ball. Very similar to the play that they busted. It really wasn't open, but he somehow made it happen.
Yeah, he just upchucked it real quick and is fortunate we didn't pick it off and go 100 yards. That would have broken Lawson Andrews' record of 99 yards when he was a freshman. Here is the low snap, rolling to the right, looking to throw. And it is deflected by McClary. Where have we heard that name before? It's third down. Coach, I'm surprised they've gone to the air twice from the 2.
It's very surprising, but he did have his man open. The back had run out a little into the flat, and he had him open, but Colt McClary did a great job getting a hand on the ball and did not complete the pass.
Third down and 1, 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Nashville Christian up 7-0 on the 46-yard completion from Curtis to Drulo. But Tyner knocking at the door, trying to punch it in here before the quarter's out. And he's going to give to the back. Pounds at the center of the line. He did not get in. The scrum held him right there. It's going to be 4th down and about 2 still. Tyner is having fits trying to get it into our end zone.
Eagles defense is definitely standing up. Michael Hoskins did a really nice job of making himself big there and just plugging up the hole.
And that's going to run out the clock, and the Eagle defense will come off to a standing ovation as this first quarter has ended. It's been an exciting one. Tyner trying to tie it up here as we go to the first play of the second quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Back on the campus of Nashville Christian in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee, Mike McPherson with Coach John Pierce bringing you Friday night football action from Keaton Field. And it's a classic we have playing AAA Tyner. They pushed the ball to the 2-yard line. The Eagles have held them on a 1st and goal inside the 4. And now Tyner will try to punch it in. And this is a big play. And Tyner has had trouble getting it outside and inside on this drive. And here they come to the line. Everybody's in tight except 2 wideouts.
Little tush push.
Quarterback. He fumbles that football. But it's going to be a flag before that. And Tyner may have been in motion, and they were. That's going to make it 4th down and a little over 6 to go.
Coach, I think they had 1st and goal from the 2. Here we are, 4th and goal from the 6.
Yeah, you're right. They got the 1st down from the 4, and then we're at the 2 on a 1st and goal. Here they go. It's at the 6, 4th down and 6. That's what Tyner has no choice. They got to go for it. Quarterback's going to roll to the right. Now he pitches on the reverse back this way. I think he's going to walk in. Does he? Does he get in the corner?
He did.
And he did. Touchdown, Tyner. That's a nice play.
Really good play. Really good athlete. Number 9 is a phenomenal athlete.
Deion Edwards.
Took that sweep and really went in untouched.
Yeah, you could tell we were ready for the motion going to the right, all the action to the right, and then they come back the other way. And I do not have number 71. No, 77, excuse me. That's Lucas Thomas. And that ball is a bad snap, and we're going to pounce on it, and that will be well, we could not get on it there. They have still live for them to pick it up and run it in.
Yeah.
But it would have been a 26-yard run on extra point. So a muff there by Tyner, and we stay in the lead at 7-6, and we're up to 260 viewers here. If you joined us late, the Eagles scored in the first quarter on Jared Curtis hitting a wide-open jab and Drew Lowe on a broken defensive alignment in the secondary of Tyner. And then Tyner took it down and took quite a while to get it in. Finally did. But I tell you, that was really a confidence boost for our guys that we held them like that.
Yeah, it was a good hold. I think the play that kind of got him down the field was sort of a busted play, but we had a chance to tackle them after a 3 or 4 yard gain, and they kind of busted out. And just big, strong athlete, was able to get down the field and had an opportunity to put a touchdown in.
Lucas, who did not get a chance to kick his extra point, will tee it up at the 40. Nashville Christian up 7-6. That seems like a touchdown in this game. Here he approaches. And they're going to do that pooch kick also. It is caught back at the 25, 30. Is that Hudson Smith again? 35. Breaks outside 40. 45, 50. Cuts it against the grain. 45, 40. And finally drug out of bounds. That is Hudson Smith.
Incredible return.
Jumping, spinning, turning, revolving, rotating, circumventing, down, deep.
What an athlete. Hudson Smith, sophomore, big, strong, quick athlete.
Excellent return to get this crowd right back in it. And that's a momentum grabber from Tyner, who had seized a little bit of control. But now we have a chance to go in from the 38-yard line. It's first down and 10. The Eagles come to the line. That's Curtis in the gun. He'll take the ball. He's going to hand it to Ward. And he will lower his head and dives past the 35. Keeps crawling. Now they're going to bring his knee down at the 34. The ball came loose, but way late. Tyner really debating and arguing for a recovery. Really wasn't close. It's going to be second down and 6. Line of scrimmage 34. Time 11:13 of the second quarter ticking down. Your score, Nashville Christian 7, AAA Chattanooga Tyner 6. It's already a classic. Curtis. See if he goes to Ward again. No, he's going upstairs. Looking, waiting, under pressure. Dumps it out here to the right. Is complete. And Ward is pretty much swallowed up for maybe a couple of inches, and that's about it.
Well, he had Caden Grigsby, had beaten his man out on the edge.
I thought he had too. Ball at the 34. Still third down and 6. So the Eagles will probably have to go aerial here.
We have not seen Jared Curtis use his legs yet.
Curtis brings his team to the line, 3rd and 6. No doubt he will if he gets chased out of the pocket. 3 wide outs to the right side. Drulo on this side. Back to pass Curtis. He's under pressure. Dumps the ball down toward the middle of the field. That ball is going to be complete once again. Guess who? Jevin Drulo. This time 34 yards. Give him 6 big ones. Touchdown Eagles. And the Eagles go up 13-6. And hopefully by 8 with this conversion. Coach, again, it looked like broken coverage.
It was, but he had both these guys open. Drulo and I don't know if it was Holt over here or Grigsby. Both of them were open.
Tyner better patch up that secondary because Curtis will light it up.
They are really intent on 8 to 10 guys in the box.
Upchurch to snap, Crampton to hold, Griffin to kick toward the creek. They were offsides, and we'll get it at the 1.5-yard mark. I wonder if Coach will be tempted to go for 2 here. That ball's going to be moved down to the 1.5-yard, and they are. They're coming in immediately. I love this. That way, this would make it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
13-6. Immediately, the coaches turn and get the offense back on the field. And that ball will be at the 1.5-yard mark. And Tyner a little bit on its heels right now. 10:09, 13-6. Eagles up. Drulo's caught 2 for 6. And Coach Brothers wants to make sure everybody is set. That's a good timeout. It's the first one we've used. And we're going to go to the timeout with the score. The Eagles 13, the Rams 6. Back in a moment. Back at Eagle Field. Coach, comment on Curtis's release on the pass.
Oh, it was picture perfect. He had a defender in his face. So Jared's falling back, leaning backwards, throws it up, an absolute perfect strike to Drulo 30 yards down the field. It was a thing of beauty.
The Eagles will go for 2. This will make it a 2-possession game. 13-6. They quickly come to the line. Curtis back there with Ward. Let's see what he does. And now we move, and we'll probably send the kicking team back in, and we will. Well, we kind of balanced that out with the extra points.
Yeah,
So
that'll make a coach upset after coming out of a timeout.
Oh, he is. And he is talking to some of his players about that. So we will go back to the conversion. Griffin once again back in. Crampton to hold. Upchurch to snap. Kicking toward the creek. Snap is good. Placement is good. That kick is also good. He knocks it to Charlotte Pike. It's 14-6. So we didn't get the 2 points, but we have an 8-point lead, forcing a 2-point conversion probably somewhere down the line for Tyner. We'll be back in just a moment with the score. Nashville Christian 14, Tyner 6. All right, we are quickly back. I was telling Coach Pierce, not like the televised games where you got time to run to Shoney's and get a meal. And half of our viewers don't even know what Shoney's is.
Shoney's? What is that? What is Shoney's?
It's heartbreaking because they're just about to go out like the T-Rex.
Hot fudge cake from Shoney's.
Oh, my goodness.
It's good stuff.
Strawberry pie. Nothing in there good for you, but that has nothing to do with the taste. And here comes the kick. And once again, we're pooching it off to the right. That's a loose football, and it's going to be picked up, but then immediately tackled by a flying Gibson. He is also all over the field, Coach, throwing his body around.
He certainly is a great athlete. You can tell we've really worked on that pooch kick this week. Caleb's hit several really good ones. Actually had a chance at that one.
I thought it was going to lay out there a little too long for Tyner, and with Small Bones' perfect pooch, it's back to the 28. 10 minutes left, 10:05 left in the second quarter. Tyner, I think they're a little bit stunned, kind of like Ainsworth, that is this happening? Is this possible? 10:05, Tyner trying to tie this thing up, rolling to the right. The pass is complete. In the middle, makes a nice move at the 35, carries to the 40, breaks away, 45-50, 45-40. What a spin move down to the 20, 15-10. We get an angle and knock him out of bounds before he scored. Coach somehow, Dowdle spun away and kept his feet.
Really good move. Nice spin move in the middle of the field, opened himself up. Again, we had a chance to stop him for a short gain.
Thought we had him. Ball down to the 10. We did get an angle on him right at the end. And here's the pitch going wide. And he's going to turn back in against the grain, and that's going to be an easy 6 for De'Arian McNeely. And he'll go in to make it 14-12. And no doubt, Tyner will go for the 2-point to tie.
Really quick answer from Tyner, which if you're a Tyner fan, that's exactly what you want. Can't let Nashville Christian get too far ahead.
And he cut against the grain nicely after he pulled everybody outside and cut back inside to go across the goal line. Now they empty the backfield. This is to tie the 2-point conversion. Rolling to the right. They're going with the same reverse pitch.
Hold.
And we got a hold on that corner. And did they get in?
He did get in,
It's not
but
going to matter.
Certainly a hold here in the backfield.
Boy, that's going to make this an extra point really, really long. Boy, it was a blatant hold.
Yeah, and I think it was McClary being held? I think he was right there to make the play.
We had a lot of old people in the stands that can hardly see that saw that was a hold.
He was so isolated. He was removed from the line. Everybody saw that one.
I did too. I'm one of those old people we're talking about. We're up close to 300 viewers now, up about 274. So glad all of y'all are listening, watching. If you're driving, please don't watch, just listen. This is going to be Coach from the 13 to go for 2. Rolling to the right. He's got to get rid of it. It's too short and intercepted, and one of the most archaic out just out-of-date rules is you cannot return.
It makes no sense.
An extra point.
Landon Travis there with the interception. Michael Hoskins with the pressure in the backfield.
He had 2 points if it was college.
It should be, yeah.
It's that rule, and for college and high school, the pass interference being 15 yards, if you throw it 50 yards and it's interference, it comes back, it's only 15. Those 2 rules.
And the rule, Coach, and the rule that I can't stand is if you fumble going into the end zone and it goes through the end zone, the other team gets the ball at the 20. That makes no sense to me.
I like that one, but here's why. You're not rewarded for fumbling.
But you shouldn't lose the ball.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because if I don't mind going back to the 20.
Yeah, if it went out of bounds, it would be. It's not a.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. Not a great point, but a good one. So, Tyner to kick, down by 2, and here they go. And there's a squibber. It's going to roll down to the 25, picked up at the 30. 35-40.
It's Chris White.
It's Chris White. White with a nice run back to the 45-yard line. Good run, and so the Eagles will be in good field position as Curtis leads the Eagles back onto the field. Coach, this has been a good ball game. This is exactly what we wanted. I so appreciate Tyner and Ainsworth agreeing to come over here and play. Coach Brothers wanted this. We needed it because we don't need to have 10 blowouts.
Yeah, this is exactly what we need. It feels like we're on the verge we're on the verge of just putting this game away. Tyner's hanging in there though. They're playing really hard and have some really good plays they've made, and it's going to be a battle.
The 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Curtis with Ward back there on his hip. He will fade to throw. Quick out pattern, compete briefly. 45, 50, lowers his head and dives close to the first down at the 45-yard line. If he marks it correctly, it will be 1st and 10, and he does.
Nashville Christian really trying to hurry up, get to the line, and call something quick, not give Tyner a chance to set up.
We're going to set up Tyner, I bet, for a long aerial here again, like we've done with Drew Lowe twice. And Ward's got room. 45-40, 35-30, 25-20 is hit, stays on his feet somehow. He was almost knocked down and kept going, and he rolls into the end zone from 45 yards. Touchdown, Eagles! T.J. Ward. He was almost upended off his feet and kept his balance and his senses, and he hit another gear after he got hit.
Such good balance. Really, 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 really good, strong run by TJ. Again, he just shows patience, keeps grinding, and he's going to bust one.
20-12. So now we're going to get that 2-score lead anyway. So it might have been a blessing that we did not get our 2-point conversion to be run. Griffin in an 8-point game tries to make it 9, does he? The crowd tells you, yes, it's good. And with timeout on the field, Nashville Christian with a lot of momentum. Tyner jogging off a little bit. Coach, they look a little bit draggy over there.
A little dejected. They need to answer if they want to stay in this game, because I don't think Nashville Christian is going to stop scoring.
Nashville Christian is really pushing them back on their heels. And again, if you're a big team like this, Ainsworth and Tyner, and this small single-A school in Bellevue pushes you around, it can be mind-blowing, mind-bending, mind-numbing. 21-12. Here comes Tyner out to receive. The Eagles really feeling the momentum here. And to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised. We have 3 touchdowns on a team like this early. I assumed we would have more than 3 touchdowns for the game, but we're early in the second quarter, 9-12, and it's 21-12.
Coach, and those 2 touchdowns we just scored were 1 minute apart. So it's sort of been an onslaught here in the second quarter. Tyner really needs to put something together in this drive, at least hold the ball for a while.
Small bone, blood from Australia, from down under. Pooches it nicely again, caught at the 22. They're going to try that reverse again. I don't think they're going to fool Nashville Christian. He'll lunge past the 25 to the 26. Out there is Jackson Wills with the tackle and a nice stop by the Eagles. And Coach, once again, Smallbone doing a great job with the leg bone.
Based on that play, Tyner really wants to get the ball to Dyer there on that kickoff. Nashville Christian obviously trying to keeping it away from him. They actually ran a little pitch back handoff there to get it to him. Tyner did, and it didn't work out for him.
So Tyner needs this drive badly to go into the end zone. They're down 21-12, 9:04 to go. But, Coach, they do have the quick strike capabilities, as you know. Quarterback back to pass. Deep drop, inside screen. We've got it. We are all over him.
It's R.J. Perkins.
R.J. Perkins is there to slam him down, and no one on the Eagle defense was fooled, especially Jerkins.
Really nice job by Matthew Newberry and
Perkins,
others on the line.
Excuse me, Perkins, not Jerkins. It's R.J. Perkins.
Newberry saw the screen coming, did not rush the quarterback, pulled back. Really nice job. You can tell that we have watched some film and know what to expect.
2nd and 10. Back to pass again. Rolling to the right. Running out of time. Dumps it over here. It is complete. And a nice job by the back end. He stepped out of bounds, and he was ready to go a little further. That's Dion Edwards. And a great pass by Turner. And immediately they take away that big play by RJ and push the ball to the 37-yard line. And that's a first down. Turner will pitch out here to the left. Running back trying to get the corner. 40. He does. 45, 50. Lunging ahead. And again, their numbers are so small. But that's De'Arian McNeely with a nice run and a second consecutive first down. Pushes the ball into Eagle territory down to the 49-yard line. So, Coach, they have got us on our heels a little bit. And they do need to score here before the half to get that momentum back. And that pass is thrown out of bounds dangerously, way too high.
Receiver didn't look like he was expecting that. He was sort of jogging out there, and all of a sudden the ball's coming.
It was an unusual-looking play.
I think maybe the quarterback saw Gibson breaking and overthrew him. Probably a good play by the quarterback because I think Gibson could have got a pick six there if it was a good pass.
That's a great point. I think he immediately saw this is not going to go well. And he was probably already in the act of throwing and couldn't pull it in to run, and so wisely tossed it into his bench. 2nd and 10. 49 yards away from pay dirt. Back to pass Turner. Looking, waiting, airing it out down long. That pass is incomplete, and I thought he ran into us. And they're going to throw the 15-yard penalty.
I think the problem there is Hudson never took his eyes off the receiver, only looked at the receiver, never saw the ball. I think if he had seen the ball, he could have made a play on the ball and he got an interception.
Tough play, and that's going to give a first down for the Rams. And so we bail them out there a little bit, and the referee will mark off the penalty, taking it inside the 35 to the 34. A big play there for Tyner to keep their drive alive. It's 7:53 of the second quarter. Nashville Christian up 21-12 on 2 touchdown passes from Curtis to Drulow, and then a great stirring run by T.J. Ward. Tyner getting their signals from the staff. 21-12, clock stopped at 7:53. Quarterback rolling to the right. He's got a man open out there in the flat for a nice pickup. Down inside the 30 to about the 29 or so. Good little pickup there of close to 5 yards, making it 2nd down and 5. The ball looks like it's on the 29-yard line.
Well, that number 9, Dion Edwards, is a really, really good receiver for Tyner. And they do a good job of utilizing his skills.
7:22 to go. Tyner, 2nd and 5. And we are right there in the backfield. No, that ball is somewhere else. The quarterback did not get to give it to him. And Nashville Christian is all over him with Blair Otero. R.J. Perkins is in there. And another Eagle I did not see.
Well, it was a great play by Michael Hoskins on the running back, thinking he got the ball, but he was in that backfield really quickly.
Incredible pursuit.
Michael's having a great game.
3rd down and 8. loss there of about 3. Third down and a long 7, 32-yard line. So Tyner, after getting that momentum, gets pushed back a little bit. Third down and 8. They need a big play to keep their drive alive. And here they come with a deep drop, rolling to the right, airing the ball down the sideline, and we're out there for an interception. Did we get it? Did we intercept that football? We did.
We did.
It is intercepted.
Hudson Smith.
Hudson Smith.
He watched the ball on that one.
He did that time. Give him the pick.
Great play from the safety position there for Hudson Smith. Broke on the ball really, really well.
And the Eagles with a big stop, and we get the ball right back. And, Coach, you said Tyner's got to be careful because we take it in here, and it's going to be a uphill battle.
Well, they did what they needed to do. At least they held the ball for some time, took some time off the clock, didn't just give it right back to the Nashville Christian Eagles, but they did give it back. A touchdown here is going to make it difficult for Tyner.
And they were on a drive that was netting them good yardage inside Eagle territory, and all that is for naught. And we had two defenders out there on the receiver, and he just kind of threw it up there for grabs. 6:24 to go. The ball is back on the 7. 6:24. Curtis with the goalpost right behind him. Going to give to Ward. He gets outside 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He is finally wrestled down near the 40. And, boy, he turned that corner, Coach.
Yeah, that was a really good run by TJ. He's heating up. He is heating up.
He got it out to the 36-yard line. He went off tackle, and there was nobody there until he broke into the secondary.
And that was Peyton Dyer, the 4-star recruit for Tyner that caught up to TJ. That was athlete on athlete.
Down to 6 minutes of this second quarter. Nashville Christian up by 9, 21-12. Looking to make this a 3-score game. Here's Curtis back to pass. Chased out. He's throwing the ball deep for Drulo again. They're battling. Incomplete. I would think that's a good no call. Both of them kind of bumped into each other.
Good no call.
Drulo needed a little less air under the ball to get it. But, boy, Curtis went for it all there.
And good coverage.
It was. It was a good throw and good coverage. What an arm.
Some of our fans, I think, wanted a pass interference. I think it was a good no call.
It was a good no
two
call.
Two guys battling.
That's not even close in the college and pros being called. Curtis on 2nd and 10 will throw again. Out patterned again to Grigsby. Somehow catches it at the 38. And, Coach, that's going to be enough for – no, it's not. I'm sorry. He's just getting back just past the line of scrimmage, but what a catch.
Great catch.
Could not keep his feet. It was a little long. 3rd down and 8, so the Eagles will probably go back to the air again, although we might fool them with TJ off a tackle. 5:28. 3rd down and 8, line of scrimmage. The Eagles will set down at the 38. 3rd and 8, big play here. Curtis, slow snap, is in trouble, and he's dropped at the 30. So Tyner got the defensive stop they needed desperately.
Yeah, they had to have that stop to stay in this game.
So they will get the ball back with a little over 4 minutes to go.
Good job there by Jared just handling the snap a little bit low. I think it threw his timing off a little bit. I think that was run all the way. He seemed like he was going to take off. I think the snap threw his timing off just a little bit.
To see if Jake Morris can get a foot behind this one. Neither team has punted well at all, and there is a
uniform malfunction.
Again, oh, my goodness. They're watching that.
Certainly a point of emphasis this year is, and I don't know I need to ask one of our guys, what is the uniform deal?
Yeah, and what is it? Is it the same thing being called on both teams right now? Tyner's especially had it called. And another, and they're saying number 9. What are they calling on him?
I think he's missing a mouth guard.
You think after 2 of them it would be a delay of game?
No, it was a different guy. They put another guy off.
Man, Wonder how many times you get that freebie before it's a delay of game. All right, let's see if we can get the kickoff, Morris. And he doesn't get behind that one very well either. It's going to hit at the 47, bounce deep. Oh, he got a nice roll. Taking it back to inside the 31. So good roll for Morris to make that a very respectable kick. And Tyner will be 70 yards away. They'll put it right about on the 30. So Coach Tyner got the much-needed stop to stay in striking distance. And they haven't been out of striking distance, but they had to have a stop there.
Yeah, that was a big stop for Tyner. If they can put this in the end zone and get to a one-score game at halftime, they're going to feel great about this first half.
21-12, 4:21 left. And so the Eagles back on defense. Been a good game. Big crowd, perfect temperature night. Tyner rolling to the right, lobbing that ball out here. It's going to be intercepted again. Ball at the 45 and immediately drug down and stealing that ball again. Gibson, Keandre Gibson. And Turner has not thrown well when rolling under pressure at all.
He can throw these beautiful passes, and then he'll just kind of throw something like that. He needs to slow down and set up.
It's two big picks by Nashville Christian. And, Coach, now we're 45 yards away from 6 ourselves with 4:11 left in the half.
That is not what Tyner was wanting.
Back on offense. Center Clay Klotz over the ball. Tidwell and Martin on each side of him. Romero and Smith at the tackles, and another whistle. Apparently somebody had their underwear on backwards.
Referee he's saying you're off. I don't know if he was talking or if that was actually another uniform infraction.
I tell you, Coach, at halftime, let's try to find out what this is. Is Tyner, what's going on their team that they keep doing the same thing over and over again?
And it's different guys. It's not even it's different players every time. I don't understand.
And still no delay of game. I don't guess there is. First down at the 45. Here's Curtis. He wants it again. He's throwing a bullet across the middle, complete to Grigsby. He's hammered but holds on to it at the 23-yard line. And what a rope thrown, and what a catch by Grigsby. And we are suddenly really in striking distance at the 22-yard line.
Incredible pass there by Jared Curtis on a line.
And with the momentum, here's Ward, 20, 15, lowers his head, 10, jumps over a man, and carries the ball down the sidelines. And, Coach, can you tell me where he went out?
Looks like the 8-yard line.
We got a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage.
False start.
False start on the Eagles. Negates a great run. I was about to say I kind of would like to see us slow down a little bit since I'm such a football guru.
Your wish is granted.
But Coach Brothers saw we got them on their heels, so he wanted to keep that tempo going. And it worked, except for the illegal procedure.
TJ Ward looks great. This is maybe the best I've seen him move.
Against some good athletes. So the ball is pushed to the 27, first and 15. Curtis. Back to pass. Steps up. He's got a man in the end zone. That ball is going to be incomplete. Crampton covered pretty well. Excuse me.
Good coverage there. Really good job by TJ Ward picking up the blitzer. Just couldn't quite connect. And really, Zane wasn't open. He was trying to force it in there.
Good coverage. Second down and 15. Line of scrimmage brought back to the 27. Eagles plenty of time. They've got one timeout left. 3:42 to go. Ward on his hip. Curtis back to pass. Gets good protection. Throws that ball across the middle. It is complete. Down inside the 5-yard line, and that time catching that football once again, guess who? Grigsby holding on after getting plastered again. Still holds on to it, and now we are knocking on the door, about to kick it open down at the 4.
Incredible pass. Curtis running right, throwing back across his body to the left, to the middle of the field. Just a great pass and catch from Curtis to Grigsby.
So let's see if Curtis Give it to Ward to finish it off, and he does, to the line of scrimmage, pushing closer. The Eagles think he's in, and he is. Give him 6 big ones. Touchdown, TJ Ward. Nashville Christian 27, Tyner 12, and we're about to go for the extra point to go up by 16. So, Coach, technically, it's still a 2-possession game. Even if we make this, they would be down 16. Of course, it's hard to get 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions, but it is still a 2-possession game. Braden Griffin will kick toward the creek with the hold of Crampton and the snap of Upchurch. Line drive, snap, placement perfect, kick, splits them, good. Timeout on the field with the score. The Eagles of Nashville Christian 28, Tyner Rams 12, 3:12 to go second quarter. We'll be back in a moment. Back at Eagle Field, Nashville Christian up 28-12. Sawyer Binkley has just phoned into the booth and said that star quarterback for Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia, is sitting right near him. So it's interesting he chose this game to come to.
I saw him walk in, and I thought, that looks a lot like Pavia, but it can't be. Sure enough.
He had a night available, 28-12. They are off tomorrow after the tough loss against Bama. And here's another good pooch kick, fielded inside the 25, back to the 30, down the sideline, 35, got running room down the sideline, 40, and that was Dowdle again. And with 3:04 to go, as you said, they've got plenty of time, and they've got 2 timeouts, and they've pushed it out to the 43. Just a couple of passing miscues have really hurt the Rams, and they'll come out here trying to do something about that at the 43-yard line. 3:04 to go. Tyner will sit down over the ball. The Eagles have played good defense tonight up front and in the secondary and thwarted several drives that would have changed the entire complexion of this game. Back to pass. He's going to air it down the sideline. Got a man out there, but it ended up being a little behind him.
Yeah, he had him. He had a step. Just put a little bit too much air to that ball.
Second down and 10. The clock at 2:59. The crowd kind of catching its breath.
That's some kind of penalty there, Coach. I don't know what it was.
We got another one, yeah. I don't know what that one was. That's going to make it second down and 5. Ball pushed out to the 48-yard line. Tyner with a little break there. Ball given to the running back past the line of scrimmage, 50, 45, 40, 35-yard line. That is McNeely. And, Coach, they do have that speed, so they're never really out of this game if they get one in here, because we do get the ball at the third quarter.
They can score quickly.
Harris
he didn't get off the field.
And we didn't get off the field. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a dead ball call?
No, they played it, I think.
Which they should. That should be the rule, that you can play it out. So let's see what the Rams elect to do. The clock is frozen at 2:34 the second quarter. The scoreboard reads Nashville Christian 28-12, and that penalty is declined because the pickup was better than the penalty. The clock is wound, ticking down toward 2.5 of the second quarter. The Eagles up by 16. And Tyner really on almost a do or die. It's not do or die, but they need to poke this one in badly. Back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Rolls out to the right. Goes off his heels. It is incomplete, and we almost had a third one, RJ.
RJ almost had it. I think Gibson would have had it if RJ hadn't tipped it.
Boy. And I tell you, Turner has really forced some in there.
Yeah, you know, I really don't understand. I feel like they're able to run the ball and gain good ground, keep the clock running, which is what you want to keep our offense off the field. But they're trying to throw it much more than I think they probably should.
Yeah, they might need to just see, can we stop their running game? 2nd and 10, ball at the 22. Tyner off right tackle, and there they go. 15-10, carrying to the 5. He's going to go into the end zone. It's Dowdle, and Coach, just like you said, why don't they keep running it?
Yeah, that certainly seems like that should be, because now they've given us 2:15 left, which is plenty of time for us to score another touchdown before halftime.
They could have been running out the clock here and still scoring. So that takes the deficit to 10 and the 2-point conversion attempt to go to 8. 28-18. A lot of action here in this first half. And the ball given off right tackle. Coach, they must have listened because he walks in. That's their first conversion make, and that cuts it to a 1-possession game, and now it is totally a different ball game.
It is a new ball game.
28-20, 2:16 left. Back in a moment. Our viewers are up to 322. One of them is Mark Rayburn, baseball coach, dean of discipline, and he wants to know, with Chuck Madden sidelined as the ball boy. Chuck's not ball boy, he's ball ancient of days. I'm not sure who is out there doing that. We'll have to find out. That's a great question, Coach Rayburn. And here's the pooch squib kick. Going to be picked up at the 23-yard line. Back to the 25. Is that Chris Smith?
Chris White.
White. He is pummeled at the 34-yard line. Diego Pavia is getting a lot of requests for pictures right now, and he's been a great sport and letting these kids get his picture made with them. And I know they're wearing him out, and he's hanging in there with them nicely. 28-20. And if he hadn't had a couple of tough plays last week, that game they might still be playing against Bama.
Yeah. He's a great player. Had a great season.
Okay, we've got a 15-yard penalty, inappropriate behavior by the Rams, pushing it to the 48. Coach, we've got plenty of time with 2:08 and a timeout.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Boy, it's just a different game, these Eagles, with these receivers, with this blocking, and with Curtis's arm that is headed toward Athens, Georgia next year. And the Eagles will sit down at the 48. Let's see if they try to break Ward or try to get something downfield through the air. Curtis. And
timeout, Tyner.
At least it wasn't a uniform infraction. So we'll take a timeout also with 2:08 left in the half. 28-20, Eagles up in a close one at Keaton Field. ready to resume action, and Coach Rayburn has suggested that Chuck Madden be ball pops. We're the same age, so I don't know why I'm mocking Chuck's age. Sad. 28-20, 2:08 to go. Eagles quick to the line at the 48. Curtis will give to Ward. He's going to try to get outside and can, and is hit and knocked for a loss back to the 45. Eagles will quickly run to the line of scrimmage. The clock has just gone under 2 minutes. The ball back to the 44. We're going to lose about 4 on the play.
Still plenty of time. No big hurry as of right now.
Curtis. Back to pass. Gets time now, steps up in the pocket, is going to throw a bullet. Grigsby couldn't quite hang on to it. That was a bullet, but they were probably a little too close together for that kind of bullet.
That was another incredible pass. Running left, throw back to the right, right on the money. Just an incredible pass.
Grigsby rarely lets those go through. The clock frozen at 1:37. The down at 3rd down and 14. The line of scrimmage at the 44. The clock scoreboard is 28-20. And here's a dump pass, an inside screen, 50. That's Chris White, 45-40, 35-30. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, and is slung down close to the 20-yard line. An incredible run. Was that T.J. Ward?
It was.
I'm sorry. I apologize, T.J. I thought that was Chris White. Again, I can't see either.
Boy, T.J. is really moving well tonight. He avoided a couple of tackles there. Looks really, really good.
Ward got it down close to the 20. It's at the 24, 1:13 to go. Plenty of time again. Curtis back to pass, throwing that ball down toward the corner, incomplete. Ward also had a great wall in front of him. They timed that inside screen perfectly.
Yeah, Tyner's really blitzing hard. I think, trying to set up that little screen really took advantage of their pursuit.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 24, 28-20. T.J. Ward makes an incredible banana pudding. But you got to pay him for it, but it's worth it. 1:04 to go here in the second quarter. Curtis. Back to pass. No, he's going to hand the ball to Ward. Cuts against the grain. Turning backwards and lunging down toward the 15. The clock running at 56 seconds. We've still got a timeout, but we don't want to use it yet. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4.5 to go. Quickly over the ball. Here's Curtis. 45 seconds left. 3rd down and 4. Back to pass. Looking into the end zone. Scrambling to the left. Will he pull it down? He's in trouble. Breaks away from that. Throws into the end zone. That ball is caught by who? Jeffin Drulow for 6 again. Curtis winds the game out. Stretches it. Drulow with his 3rd TD reception. Give him 6 large ones. What a play by Curtis.
Unbelievable. Just shrugged off a defender.
Pushed him down and then threw it to Drulow, who tight-roped just inside the end zone. We go up 34-20 on Tyner. Griffin kicks it perfectly again. One of the players asked me today what was my prediction on the score. I said 35-28 Nashville Christian. That's just about right, but we got a half to build on that.
It's a good halftime score.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yes, I meant first half score. 35-20, 31 seconds left. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen an incredible offensive display once again by this offense of Jeff Brothers. It just keeps going and rolling. And what a staff of assistants. Our assistants all would be outstanding head coaches, and they continue to stay with us in the ministry here at Nashville Christian. And Diego continues to be swarmed. He's really a good sport. The kids are lining up down there to get his autograph. Reminds me of after one of my sermons when people line up to me to autograph their Bibles.
I think I saw one of those on the eBay the other day. It was going for quite the pretty penny.
Yeah, I need to get some kind of kickback on that. 35-20, 31 seconds left. Smallbone, who's had an incredible leg bone today, and he's going to nail this one a little further. Surprises him back to the 10. 15-20, bring it to the middle of the field. 25-30, breaks outside. 35-40, he's got a wall. 35-30, 25-20, cuts against the grain beautifully. He will bring it in for 6, and we should not have kicked it deep. And Tyner seizes back a little bit of momentum, Coach, and cuts the lead to a 9 again. 35-26. They're not out of this game anytime. They're just the speed. That kid made a great run, and the wall over there, once he passed the 50, was incredible.
He's a great player. They've got a team of great players.
13 seconds left. Now, what will Tyner do? An extra point makes it 8 and a one-possession game.
Looks like they're going to go for 2. Looks like they've got their offense out there.
2 makes it a 7-point game if my Antioch math is correct. 13 seconds left. So Tyner's called a timeout. We're going to hold it right here just for a second. John Pierce, I believe I see somebody kin to you making their way up the steps.
I heard that I had kin here.
Well, she's hugging everybody. She's made eye contact with her father. A quick wave and then back to her fans.
She has more important things to do.
Kind of sad.
I think, the question is, can Tyner stop us? They're going to have to get a stop because we're one touchdown ahead. So if they can't get a stop the rest of the game, they can't catch us.
Right. And they haven't done that since the first quarter. So the Eagles face a big defensive stand here against Tyner, trying to cut it to 7. It's 35-26, an untimed down. Here's Tyner. The snap, the roll to the right. He can pull it down and run. Will he? He cuts in, yes, and he cuts it to 7. Nice cut by Turner. And, Coach, they need to keep it on the ground.
Yes, they do. I'm not going to tell them that, though.
So, Coach, we've had 5 touchdowns by Nashville Christian, 4. We've got 9 touchdowns in this contest.
Coach, I don't know if you remember how this game started, but until 2:48 in the first quarter, it was 0-0. It was 7-0 after the first quarter. All of a sudden.
It's unreal. Because there wasn't much going on. I think 7-0 Nashville Christian, correct?
Yeah.
So, and since then, it's mushroomed out to 35-28. And so the Eagles will have a kickoff and then one down probably.
I don't know. 13 seconds. You never know.
I would love to see us air it out.
Get a good return around midfield, and you never know.
Throw it up there. Curtis can throw it. So we have quite a few intruders into the booth right now. Graduates, current 12th graders. We don't have any security clearance here in the press box with Coach Pierce's daughter and friends.
We can also do a halftime interview, if you want to.
Bring her in.
Talk about college. Okay.
Here's the pooch kick. It is fielded back at the 30. Coming this way. Smith again, and they're going to hem him in back at the 25, and he's going to eat up most of that clock down to 5 seconds. So we'll see what Coach Brothers does. I imagine he'll take a knee, but we'll see if he decides to go upstairs on the last play. Drulo with 4 touchdown receptions. TJ Ward with 1 stirring run in the second quarter. And Drulo has had a Hall of Fame night.
Quite a night. I don't know. Why not? 5 seconds left. Curtis certainly can throw it down the field. Why not give it a shot?
And let's see what we do. We're not taking a knee, Coach. He may just hand it to Ward, see if he can break something. Let's see. And, well, that's what he was going to do. Wasn't there, and he'll just keep it. Don't get hurt. Run out of bounds, please. And that'll end the half. So what a half it was.
Second quarter was an explosion. And, Coach, you know, the amazing thing is, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Jared Curtis's first rushing yards of the night.
I believe you're right.
On a busted play at the end of the half.
He couldn't find the handoff. So we're going to take a timeout here and take a break. Nashville Christian's up 35-28 in a battle of two undefeated teams with Tyner Rams coming in here from Chattanooga. And they have gotten back in this game down 16, have cut it to 7. We have a ball game coming up. Back in a moment. Back after the halftime festivities. This is Mike McPherson with Coach John Pierce bringing you the broadcast with producer Andrew Atkins. And we are ready for second half action in what has been an incredible offensive explosion by both teams. 35-28, 5 touchdowns to 4, miss extra points, 2-point conversions. It's just been crazy. And Coach, Jevin Drulo right now would be the player of the game with 4 TD receptions.
What we thought was going to be a defensive battle has turned into an offensive explosion, and I don't see it stopping. I think the winner of this game is going to get in the 60s.
It could be. And both these teams have got a lot of skilled people, and they're hard to stop. I think it's one of those things where in this game, good offense beats good defense. And fortunately for Tyner, they got in right before the half because we're getting the ball to start this second half.
I think any stop is a great stop. If we can stop them once, if they can stop us once, it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, they cannot trade punches with us. They have to get a stop somewhere along the line. And Tyner is ready for the second half kickoff. Ball approached, and they're onsiding it right off the bat. And we had good hands people right up there. And picking that ball up was a Nashville Christian player.
Mason Booker.
Mason Booker. Good job, Booker. That was a big play, Mason.
I think Tyner, at halftime thought the same thing we're thinking.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to stop them. Let's see if we can keep the ball here.
So Nashville Christian right back in business. The 16-point lead has been cut to 7. So it's been a great game so far. Enough scoring for one contest, and we're going to get to watch another half of this. And Curtis once again in the gun. He gives to Ward trying to get to the corner, 45-50. Lunges forward nicely. Ward past the 45 to the 44, picking up about 8. Looked like he was hemmed in, Coach, and then he turned on the afterburners.
Yeah, really nice vision there by TJ, running down the line, looking for a spot, finally cut up and had a good 8-yard run there by TJ.
Second down and 2. Line of scrimmage will be the 40. We've just started action. Third quarter, Eagles up over the Rams, 35-28. Curtis brings Holt in motion. Back to pass. Lobbing that ball down the sideline, deflected nicely by Pinkerton. He got a handout. He didn't even look back. He stuck his hands up and got the deflection.
Yeah, really good coverage there. Curtis had a little pressure at his back and had to make something happen, kind of tried to force it in there, but good defensive coverage.
Ball located on the 44. It will be 3rd and 2 in Tyner's territory. Curtis moves Ward to his right hip. Barks out the signals. Now in motion. He's going to flare it out to Ward. No, inside screen, 40. That's Holt, 35, 30. Drug down the side of the hash, down inside the 23-yard line. Nice inside slant there.
Really, really good design in that play, but also a phenomenal job by Jared, not freaking out by the pressure. He had 4 or 5 guys in his face, knew exactly what he was doing. It was a fake to TJ for the screen, and then a dump down to Holt and for a middle screen. Beautiful design and execution.
And good run by Holt after the reception. The officials step in. And
there he goes.
There we go. Another
uniform change.
Whether these are warranted or not, you think after the 5th, okay, now they
There
are.
They did. Yeah.
Here comes a 5-yard delay of game. I was wondering when that would be implanted. So 1st down and 5. You think Tyner would figure out what's happening here. 1st and 5. Ball on the 17. Curtis lobbing the ball into the corner. It's going to be over the head of Crampton. He had him.
He did have him.
35-28. Clock stopped on 10:23 of the third quarter. The initial drive of the contest has Nashville Christian, after the attempted onside kick, pushing the ball down to the 17-yard line, facing a 2nd down and 5. So would not be surprised to see Ward receive the handoff. 3 wide outs. They have to go out there and cover those, and hopefully that opens up that middle. But Curtis will go to the air again. Steps up. Will he run? Looking across the middle. It's complete to Crampton. 5, 3, 1. End zone. Touchdown. Nashville Christian. Jared Curtis to Zane Crampton for 17. And I kept thinking he's going to run. Crampton kept the play alive by scrambling himself.
He did. He put his foot in the ground, turned the other direction, because he knows that Jared can make that pass.
Yes.
Running right, throw it back to his left.
The tough thing for the defense is they got to honor Jared's running.
Absolutely.
And that just frees up both of them. And so we go up. Not sure why the scoreboard is 38. If my math is correct, we're 41.
Yeah, it should be 41. There it is.
The official is saying something to Coach Brothers. 41-28. And the attempt, once again, Griffin has, he and Smallbone have really been getting a lot of work out. They'll have to soak and ice those knees tonight. Crampton takes the snap, lays it down. Kick is true and good. 42-28. Nashville Christian back out to a 2-score lead. So, Coach, what you just said a while ago, they can't keep trading blows with us. They've got to get a stop, and they did not.
Yeah, it sort of feels like the first team to get a stop is going to win this game.
Yes. Well, we'll get back with the action. It's been a lot of scoring. The crowd is kind of just, I think, worn out. And so they're taking a little bit of a respite from the excitement. But with Tyner's score, that'll all come back. Back in a moment. Our viewers are up to 387, so we're approaching 400. So this Nashville Christian team has really spread the word on football and having a lot of people each week. And here's Smallbone with the kick. It's going to angle down toward the 10-yard line on the sideline. 15-20, looking for a break because they just had a 90-yard return before the half. And so the line of scrimmage brought out to about the 24-yard line. Eagles have a man hobbling up. I think it's Jackson Wills, but he'll hobble up. Well, he's actually looks like he's holding a shoulder.
Yeah, maybe hopefully it's just a little stinger. He's fine.
I think it is. He's kind of lifting his arm up, moving it around a little bit, and he wouldn't be doing that if it's separated. 10:03, line of scrimmage actually the 25-yard line, and so here's Tyner with a this is a must score for them, really. And they try to run, and Coach, we had it snowed in right there. He's still churning and turning.
He's tough to bring down.
It's McNeely, and it took 3 or 4 of us to get him down, and he'll actually, is he going to lose? I think he lost a yard, and so we said Tyner ought to stay on the ground, but maybe the Eagles are thinking that too. If you're going to stay on the ground, we're going to stop it.
It was a good first play for the Eagles.
2nd and 11. Tyner checks off and changes the play. Clock running at 9:20, third quarter. Easel up by 2 scores. Nashville Christian up 2 scores. We have Ezel Harding in a couple of weeks. And they hand off up the middle, nothing there.
Another good stop there by the Eagles, limiting.
That was Colin Romero in on the stop. Tyner is going to get out to about the 20, looks like the 28 or so. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Big play here for both squads. Check off again. Didn't like what they saw. Tyner. Back to pass. Little out over here. It's caught. 30. Breaks outside.
Fumble.
He's hit, it's fumbled, and that ball is going to be recovered by Nashville Christian. And guess who? It's Keandre Gibson. Dre Gibson, who's been all over the place also, comes up with a big stop. I did not see who knocked the ball out.
I didn't either. It was a really nice tackle from behind. Really good play there by all the Eagles. Michael Hoskins was up in the passing lane, made it difficult for the screen pass to be made. Just a good play by several different Eagles there on that one fumble recovery by Gibson.
And now Tyner is in. They're in trouble if we take it in here. 42-28.
And maybe it was Michael Hoskins that forced the fumble as well. That's what it seems like.
And Coach, you think about playing a good team like this in Innsworth, and we're throwing more than 40 points on them.
Yeah,
they
do not have an answer for our offense.
Curtis from the 38, back to pass. And dumps it over here to Ward. 35, jukes one man, 30, 25, 20. Tries to cut it into the ring, breaks another tackle, and another one. They finally wrestle him down inside the 10, near the 7. He keeps tiptoeing, stepping around people, hopping over others, spinning and turning and churning, and takes the ball down to the 7.
This is the best I've seen TJ play. He is really moving well. He's shifty. He's powerful. Really good little screen pass and run there by TJ Ward.
And he's doing this against good athletes. Against the weaker teams, they're all 20 and 30-yard runs, no big deal. He's doing this incredible work against some fine players. Nashville Christian really trying to lay the hammer down here. Up 2 scores. And this time they had Ward's number, and they're going to throw him in the back field for a loss. 42-28. We get a few new reinforcements in. 7:20 to go. Next week we are at Columbia Academy as our fall break is beginning today, and then it will end next Friday, actually a week from Sunday as far as I'm concerned. And so we will be on the road at Columbia Academy. 7 minutes left, third quarter. He's a Nashville Christian is in trouble. Curtis keeps fighting. Man, they can't bring him down. Did he fumble the football? They blew it dead.
That was a fortunate call there. Jared is so strong. They could not bring him down. They had 4 or 5 defenders hanging on him.
I don't know where my reference to Ezo Harding was. I know we play him a couple of weeks. I keep saying that.
We've been talking about playing him.
Yeah, and
it's our next home game. The next time we'll be in the booth.
Yeah, and I was there 12 years and did this same thing. We didn't have live stream, just did on VHS tapes back then. I don't think we had color back then. 3rd down and 9, ball on the 18. Curtis once again in the gun. Brings Holt this way. Low snap, but he's back to pass. Looking, waiting, throwing a bullet into the end zone. It is incomplete. 4th down and 18. Let's see if 4th down play will be
field goal.
Braden, and it will be. And this will be a big one to make it a 3rd or a 3-possession game. So this is going to be about a 34-yard attempt.
Got a player down. Looks like he's cramping.
We're actually bringing Smallbone in. Is that right? No, I'm sorry, that's Griffin, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Griffin.
I could not see these little small numbers. I like the ones from the 90s that covered them from the neck to the belly button. That's what I need. So did Tyner call the timeout?
It may be an injury timeout. There's a guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
I think he's cramping on the 15-yard line.
So Griffin will be attempting about a 35-yarder there is no wind. So perfect conditions for this kick. Feels in great shape. Kicking toward the creek. Zane Crampton will spot the ball on the 25. Close to the center of the field. Griffin with a 35-yarder. He has the leg. Will it be true? Snap. Place. Kick is deflected and no good. They got to him, and we didn't get it off. So Nashville Christian, the drive stalls, but we do eat up some clock and maintain a 14-point lead. And once again, from Tyner's standpoint, that was a must-stop to keep them in the game.
It was a must-stop. They're going to have another one, but that was a must-stop. So I don't think that counts as the team that gets the one stop wins the game. That was the bonus.
Definitely. So Nashville Christian back on defense, leading by 14 with 5:56 left in the third quarter. Fine athlete, Marcus Turner back at quarterback, hands to the halfback. That's Dowdle, runs over the guard, pushes the ball forward for about 3. Second down, and we'll see what the placement for the scrimmage will be. Looks like they're going to give him out to the 24. Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. After this play, we'll be down at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Still a lot of time left for either Nashville Christian to push out and get this out of reach, or for Tyner to get right back into it and a score here, and they are. Tyner gives up the middle, running back, carries to the line of scrimmage, and maybe 2 yards past that and not more. So a good stand so far by the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles' defense has really come out of halftime ready to play. The line looks really good, standing strong, not giving up much ground.
Nashville Christian has scored 1 touchdown here in the third quarter. Tyner yet to score. Here is a 3rd down and 7. 4.5 minutes to coming up here to go in the third. Low snap, fumbles that ball. He's in trouble. Rolls to the right. Can he get away? He just throws it out of bounds. He might could have tried to run some there instead of just.
Yeah, I think he had more time than he thought.
I think so. He might have. I'm sure he's afraid he'd take a sack for loss. But
good pressure there by Hoskins. Michael having a really good game tonight.
Yeah, he really probably needed to try to make something out of that in this situation. And that they're going into a 4th down and 3.5 to go.
Big play here.
Are they going to go for it? I guess so.
Don't jump off sides, Eagles.
And we did. I think we did. No, they did. They may have jumped. I'm surprised they're not punting this deep in their territory.
I bet they'll punt here.
Coach, I guess they're thinking they're not going to stop us. They've got to do something. But if they don't get the first, look where we're at. So surely they're going to punt. This is going to be 4th and long, and here they come. Yeah. They're going to punt it 4th and 8, ball on the 22. Clock down to 4:24 of the third quarter. And Tyner will snap. We're trying to get people off. Boy, both teams running on. Looks like a fire drill here.
Yeah, Gibson and Hudson Smith back.
Well, they're going to fake it, and they're going to throw it, and they're going to get the first down out past the 30, out to the 33-yard line. And what a fake play, hitting Dowdle over there on the sideline. And, Coach, what an incredible play when they need it.
Big play. They certainly don't want to give the ball back to us right now. Really good play there for Tyner.
So that took a lot of guts to go for it deep in their territory, and it paid off. And they push it out to the 33-yard line. It was just enough for the first. So Tyner stays alive. Clock under 4 minutes, third quarter. Eagles up 14. Must strive here for Tyner. Back to pass, throwing a wide out, no good. Be over the head of the receiver. He had some time. And the ball placed back on the 33, 2nd and 10.
Certainly had the receiver. They're going to have to complete. I feel like the Eagles have really stacked the box, and it's time to shut down the run and make the quarterback beat us. And right now he's unable to do that.
Right. 3:45 to go. The clock stopped. Third quarter. Somebody moved again. That was us shifting defensively. Shot clock. The play clock at 7. Now it's at 4. Quarterback, what's he going to do? He's going to dump it out here, complete to the 33, 35, runs over a man to the 40, and is slung down just short of the first down. And a nice catch and then yardage after by Hubbard. And he will be about a yard short. So it'll be second down and looks like about a yard. The ball nose right onto the 42-yard line. Tyner eating up a lot of time on this drive, but they got to get it in here to stay in the contest. Eagles master rush. 3rd and 1. Ball getting up the middle. Does he get it? Yes, 45, 50. Got running room. Lowers his head and hits Smith out there, but he gets inside the 45 to the 43. And a nice run. There's McNeely again.
McNeely's cramping really badly.
He's down, and they're going to have to stretch him out. We'll take a timeout also. We'll set the stage for you. It's third quarter, 2:56 left. Nashville Christian up 42-28. Back in a moment. Back to the action after probably cramped. 1st and 10, ball on the 43-yard line, and now what do we have?
Uniform violation.
Another uniform violation. They're going to – I don't know what they're doing. Well, they didn't do anything.
At some point, we've got to find out what the violation is.
And here's a pitch reverse going the other way, trying to get outside, and he's not going to get anything. He's going to be wrestled to the turf. Coach, who's over there?
Great pursuit there by Colt McClary and Michael Hoskins. Big Kenny Harris was over there.
And that's a tackle for loss back to the 47-yard line. That's a big play. He's going to lose about 4. Bring it up 2nd and 14. And Coach,
I'm thinking the uniform violation may be your mouth guard not being in your mouth.
Looks like they'd have figured that out. I don't know. 2 minutes left, third quarter, so the clock's going to be a factor here soon if they don't get it in here. And the handoff up the middle. Good running in 45. Turn break outside 40. He does 35. 30 being chased. R.J. Perkins will not get him. He cuts against the grain to the 10 to the 5, and he's going to go in, lumbering. Touchdown from 46 yards. And, Coach, did you get that? It's Dowdle, and they're right back in it. It's 42-34 with the conversion, and they're going to probably we don't know if they can kick or not. They've gone for 2 every time. They are at 8. I'm sure they would like to make it 7, but if they get the 2-pointer, it is a 6-point game.
Certainly what Tyner needed to do.
They did.
Keep the ball on the ground and keep grinding it. Something will bust open.
And, Coach, they are going for 2 again after the 46-yard run. 8-point game. This is to cut it to 6. Let's see what they do. Inside shuffle pass goes nowhere. And apparently Tyner has no point after kicker. That can haunt them big time in this game. So They could have got it down to 7.
Yeah, that was a big stop there for the Eagles.
It's now an 8-point. It stays at 8 points. And we'll be back with 1:41 to go in the third in a moment. Back at Keaton Field in beautiful Bellevue, Tennessee. Mike McPherson with Coach John Pierce bringing you a lot of touchdowns tonight. 42-34, Nashville Christian trying to get an upset win over Tyner. Undefeated at 7-0, Nashville Christian 6-0, Tyner AAA, Nashville Christian single A. And there's a squibber right down the middle. It's going to be fielded and then fumbled back at the 28, back to the 35, and wrestled to the ground at the 41.
It's Chris White.
It was Chris White. White got all he could out of it. So, Eagles 1 out of 2 on possessions this quarter.
Eagles turn. Got to keep scoring.
Yep. Because it looks like Tyner's going to keep scoring.
Try to stay 2 touchdowns ahead and run out of time. That's the Eagles' method for winning this game.
And still an entire quarter and a minute 30 left. Curtis looks over everything, gives to Ward, cuts against the grain 40. Going to push to the 44. Most of that's on his own. Looks like about a 3-yard gain. Running off right tackle.
Big hit there in the middle of the line by Jaquan Little.
Clock will be under a minute after this play is completed. It's 2nd down and 7. He got about 3 out to the 43. You know, Nashville Christian would like to eat up a little clock here. But Curtis is back to pass. Good protection, winding up, throwing it deep down the sideline. It's incomplete. Curtis has the arm. And they may have been holding, Coach. I see a flag down there.
There's a flag.
Where the players were bumping against each other, and I think they're caught for holding. And Nashville Christian got held, and that could have prevented the touchdown. And the penalty is going to bring it all the way down to the 42-yard line of Tyner and kill the clock at 51 seconds. So a big play for Nashville Christian. They get the free 15 yards. Curtis from the 42. Ward on his hip. Snap. Give to Ward the other way. Spins off one tackle but another, but still lunges forward for about a yard on his own.
Good run to get anything positive out of that. A defender was there when he took the handoff.
He actually got up to the 41. So a little over a yard. This will be the last play of the quarter.
I tell you, Coach, the ball is flying up and down the court. The guys are looking really tired on both ends, both sides of the ball. Lots of cramping. It's going to be a battle of toughness in this 4th quarter.
Curtis back to pass. Pressure zone. Runs out of it. He's going to pull it down and throw incomplete. Again, I keep wanting Jared to pull it down and go.
He definitely could have there.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best time for him to have taken it. But that killed the clock, so we still have one play. And another kid probably cramping over there for Tyner. We'll take a brief timeout. Your score, Nashville Christian 42, 34 for Tyner in a battle of the unbeatens here at Eagle Field, at Keaton Field at the Eagle campus, and we'll be back in a moment. Last play of the third quarter, Eagles up 8. And that's because Tyner has not been able to kick one for the extra point. 3rd down and 9 for Jared Curtis. His team up 8. Takes the snap, back to pass. Here they come. Inside screen is dumped off, and they play that nicely. As shoestring tackling him, was that McNeely again? Man, he's everywhere on both sides.
Good player.
That'll end the quarter. It's been a great contest here. It's the kind of game Coach Brothers wanted and that we all knew that we needed as we head into this last stretch. Nashville Christian up 42-34 over the Tyner Rams here at packed Keaton Field. Back in a moment. On an absolutely beautiful night, Nashville Christian in a classic again with Chattanooga Tyner. First time these teams have ever met, and it's been a good one. We are going to punt from their 42. Here's the snap. No, we're going to fake it. Is that Jake Morris? He's going to be pummeled at the line of scrimmage, and they did not take the fake. We fooled no one on that. I like the call, though.
Yeah, it's a good call. That could be the one-stop Tyner needs. You know, that we'll see what they do with it. If they go down and score, we got a serious ball game now.
You're going to see this crowd. It's kind of been sitting on its hands here in the third quarter. Because, you know, you felt like Nashville Christian's in control, but it's one score.
Yeah.
And 11:53 left. So Tyner, and they're in good field position at their own 42. And the handoff off right tackle, good running yardage past the 50. He's close to the first down marker, and Dowdle is getting excellent yardage past the midfield stripe. They'll pull the ball back to the 49, and we've got another cramp. Is that Jake Morris down?
It's Colt McClary.
Colt McClary. So, Coach, it is the cramps because it's beautiful weather to watch, but these guys are they're expending a lot of sweat.
Yeah, and it's going up and down the field quick. They're covering a lot of ground.
Yeah. And I know we probably don't have a lot of visitors from other schools, but this is the reason in games that were, you know, you have a big lead late, people wonder why the starter's still in with such a big lead. It's for nights like this where you've got to be in game shape to go 4 quarters. And this year, all of our games except 2, we could have subbed at the end of third, but you just can't do that and stay in game shape.
Yeah, it's a real thing. You've got to get in game shape, and you can go hard in practice, but games are long, and you've got to get in game shape.
And sometimes parents that are on the losing side, they think that's running up the score. We're not trying to run up the score. We just got to stay in shape, and that's our first responsibility. And here is the shovel dump pass over, and that's incomplete. It's an odd-looking pass.
It is. He had a lot of grass in front of him. If he had caught that ball, that would have been a significant gain.
It's 2nd and 2. No, 3rd and 2. So Tyner needs to take it in here and attempt to tie it up. They're down 8. The clock stopped at 11:20. So the fans have been entertained to a good game. It's been a long one with all these scores. 9:22 on the earth clock and 11:20 left in the third quarter on the game clock. Tyner to the line from our 49. They need 1. They're going to run outside, and they got it. 45-40, cuts against the grain, spins 360 down to the 35. And that's a nice run by Dowdle. And the skilled people on both teams really showing up. Both teams having a tough time stopping. 42-34. Clock down to 11 minutes. Tyner on a do-or-die drive here. They're at the 35. And, of course, they can explode quickly like Nashville Christian. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolling. He dumps it out here again. And like you said, Coach, he's got running room this time also. He's going to take the ball down near the 20-yard line. Plenty of first down yardage. And that's what you saw last time that they had.
Yep, they went back to it. They've run that play numerous times tonight, and it's been a good play for him. He didn't shuffle past that one. He actually threw that one overhand.
It looks a little better that way.
Yeah.
42-34, clock down to 10:41. Rams down on the Eagles' 20-yard line. We jumped, but not across the neutral. Play clock at 10. Turner better snap it quickly. It's down to 5 seconds. And they don't get it off. Took way too long, and that's 5 yards back, making it 1st and 15. No, Coach, they just called a timeout. They gave it to him. They gave it to him, and I think they had to do that. I know they didn't want to waste one. They're down to 1.
That's good. Burn a timeout.
We'll take a timeout also with the score. Nashville Christian 42, Tyner 34, 10:40 to go in the game in a classic. Back in a moment. As we resume play on Keaton Field in growing, beautiful downtown Bellevue, just outside the downtown city limits. Tyner trying to drive and tied up. They've got a man wide open on the left flank. He will go in, untouched, broken coverage. And Tyner brings their crowd hysterically to their feet, and they cut it to 2 at 42-40. They have no recourse other than to go for 2. Even if they had a kicker at this point. 42-40, 10:31 to go. That was Hubbard wide open, Coach. Nobody touched him.
Yeah, not just a good little seam route there that Turner hit him open. And easy touchdown. Big play here, big play.
We beat Innsworth 42-40. They're trying to tie this up at 42. Turner rolls to the left. He's got room. He could run it in, and he will. And he ties it up. Great option there. He had the choice to throw and saw a nice seam. And, ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at Keaton Field, 42-42, in another classic, 10:31 left. And if our crowd's been sitting back on its laurels, it won't be now.
Yeah, it's a 10-minute ball game. You're tired, you're cramping. It's time to dig deep and see what you're made of.
And, Tyner plays off a lot of emotion, and they're feeling it right now. Their bench looks totally different right now.
Yeah, lots of energy on that sideline.
They are jacked up, and they're ready to make a stop to take this lead. Nashville Christian, a little bit of momentum taken away from us. On our last drive, we were not able to put it in. 42-42, a lot of points. And with two good teams. It's not 28-21, it's 42-42. 84 points up on the board. 10.5 to go. Here's your kick. It's getting very interesting here. And they're going to onside again. And was it Landon Travis that got it? It was. Good job by Landon. I'm not quite sure about that decision either, but that's why we're up here keeping score instead of coaching.
Well, that's a good job by Landon Travis of stopping that ball. If it got past him, that's another 15 yards we would have given up.
10:30 left in the game. The ball is at the 47. They gave us a shorter field. Not sure of I guess they were just trying to catch us off guard. They haven't yet. So let's see if Curtis can drive us in. He's back to pass, flares it out here to Ward, 45-50. Knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets good yardage out near the first down marker. And they're going to say he got a first down.
Well, I like all the screen passes to T.J. Ward. We haven't seen that much this season consistently, but they've used it a lot tonight. I think he gets it away from that, the packed box that Tyner's playing defensively and lets TJ get a little bit of room to work.
I was not looking at the sticks right. We are 2nd and 2, not 1st and 10. I thought I saw the officials mark it differently. Nashville Christian, 2nd and 2. Give to Ward. He's going to lunge off left tackle and gets nice yardage past the 40 down to the 37.
Good, powerful running. Good blocking there by the line.
Good job. Just an old-fashioned off left tackle handoff, and we get the first down yardage. And all of a sudden, in no time after they've tied it up, we're down at the 37. So you kind of think Tyner, which they may be thinking, we're going to score. We needed plenty of time to get it back and drive. I don't know.
Coach, if we do score, do we kick the point?
They're going to go.
They're going to go for 2.
That's a great decision that he's going to have to make. Curtis steps up in the pocket. Will he run? He will this time. They pull him by the jersey. He breaks away with his strength, fumbles the football, and Tyner has it. And Tyner is back in business, and they have gone berserk over there on the other side. So a rare turnover by the Eagles gives the ball back to Tyner. And, Coach, they have seized all of the momentum now.
It's time for our defense to step up.
9:33 to go. And Tyner looking to drive for their first lead. They have been playing catch-up throughout. They now have a chance to take the lead. And the ball is at the 33. Plenty of time in this contest, 42-42, 9:33 to go. I mentioned earlier this game could easily go into overtime. And it could. Tyner, they're going to run it off right tackle. We are there to knock him down. R.J. Perkins. And then a host of Eagles come in to get a good stop. Over the right side. Nice job over here. Newberry, Hoskins, and Perkins piling them up. That's a no gain. 2nd and 10. Clock will go under 9 after this play. Tyner to the line. Plenty of time in the contest. Tied at 42. Tyner, we jump. But we didn't go in the neutral zone. Tyner is begging for an encroachment. They don't get it. 7 seconds on the clock. Quarterback's going to roll left and keep it. Good running room. Past the 40. Lunges forward to the 41, 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short. Clock down now under 8.5. And will be near 8 after this play is over. That clock is flying right now, Coach.
Good tackle there by Landon Travis. Keep them from getting a first down. Big play here, 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 at the 42. Crowd coming to life down below. Tyner checks off again. Coach decides to change the play. They get it. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap. Give up the middle. They're going to get plenty of yardage on the first down, carrying it past the 45, close to the 46. The clock will be stopped temporarily as the chains are moved. And the momentum has swung totally to Tyner, playing catch up the entire game, and now they feel like they're running downhill. Ball to 46, 7:40 to go in the contest, clock running. Tyner getting the play in.
Let's get a good first down stop here.
1st and 10, Tyner will run off right tackle, and nice pile up by the Eagles.
Good.
McClary, of course, is in there. Also Travis and Kenny Harris.
Colt McClary showing a lot of toughness. His legs definitely cramping up. He's really in a lot of pain, but still giving everything he has.
This is a classic football game. wonderful Friday night action. 2nd down and 8, under 7 now. Now the clock is getting very interesting. Tyner, 2nd and long. They'll go up the middle again. Bounces off, 50. He's going to spin away, and he's going to get past the first down marker, and then a flag is thrown from way back in the secondary, and they have spotted a holding foul. Tough call against Tyner because they had picked up the first down yardage. Now, will it be first down and they'll mark it back? Isn't that what they do in college? I don't know.
I don't think so. But it will be from way up here. But so it's going to be 2nd down, and looks like very similar to where they were.
All right, back to the 48. Clock frozen for a moment at 6:41. We're tied at 42 in a game that means nothing for playoffs. They're in 2 different divisions, but it doesn't feel that way right now. It feels like a playoff game, tied at 42. You could not tell these 2 teams this game doesn't matter. It's huge. Handoff up the middle, big running room, 45-40, spins off a tackle, finally pulled down at the 36-yard line by Jake Morris, saving the touchdown. And now the clock at 6:20, the line of scrimmage at the 36, and now Tyner has the Eagles on their heels. And, Coach, that clock's going to become a factor here for us here in just a moment.
It's just sort of old school football, just 3 yards in a cloud of dirt.
And we're now under 6 to go. That clock's still winding. Tyner taking their time, and that's smart strategy. Give this time on the left tackle, and we stumble and trip him up. I believe Travis got him in the backfield, but then he lunged forward for 2 down to the 35. But, Coach, in their favor, Tyner has the clock ticking. It's down to 5.5. And they're taking their time, eating up a lot of clock, changing the play at the line of scrimmage, snapping it inside the 5-second mark of the play clock. It's down to 35. 5:20 to go.
Yeah, Tyner certainly does not want to give the Eagles any time on the clock after this possession.
Rolling to the right. Dump off pass complete again. Breaks one tackle, but not another, as Travis comes up to make a nice play in the backfield for a loss.
Good play by Chris White there, forcing the receiver to take another step and giving Landon and Travis enough time to make the tackle.
Well, they gave him a very nice spot on that to the 36. I thought he had loss.
Big play here, 3rd and 10.
4:48 and ticking. Tyner will take their time. The Eagles have 3 timeouts left. Tyner 2, the crowd alive down below. It's 3rd and 10. Big play here in a tie game at Keaton Field. Quarterback's going to take it to the left. Stutter steps, and is going to be brought down after a gain of about 5. 4:24 to go. Good stop over there. And that's going to make it 4th down, and interesting here for Tyner. It looks like 4th down and 6. They've got it placed about the 32.5-yard line. It's actually, Coach, it's 4th and more like 6.
Yeah, they're definitely going to go for this.
It's 4 minutes left and ticking, and biggest play of the night so far right here. Tyner will get the play changed and also eats up more clock. Play clock is at 4, 3. They snap it. And they're going to get a penalty. No, they got to call another timeout, yeah. And that'll be their first. That clock has now rolled. Boy, they have eaten it up in this drive. It's down to 3:42. And I don't know if they get another first down, Coach Brothers might be tempted to call a timeout. So we'll have enough on our end. Because it's they score here, we're not going to have a lot of time left at all. But they've got a mountain to climb before that at 4th and 6.
That's actually their second timeout. They've only got one timeout left, which could come back to play before this game is over.
Looks like the line of scrimmage is about the 32. They've got to get 6 to keep the drive alive and to move the chains. We have a classic American football game, 42-42 from Nashville Christian in the great city of Bellevue. If you're looking for a vacation place this summer, Bellevue has the amenities for you. 4th down and 6, 3:42 to go. Again, the play of the game. Tyner back to pass. Under pressure. He's going to be dropped. There's a fumble. That ball is loose, and the Eagles have it at the 43-yard line. Number 8, Matt McClary. And what pressure by the Eagle defense, and this crowd is ecstatic.
Michael Hoskins with great pressure, forcing his second forced fumble of the game. Really, really playing well. Colt McClary with a great fumble recovery. Big play for the Eagles. Huge play.
Swinging the momentum back to the Navy blue. And the ball is at the 45. We are 55 yards away. 3:34 and 3 timeouts. For us, that's a whole quarter. So the clock is no longer a factor for Nashville Christian. It will be for Tyner. Let's see what Curtis does. Back to pass. They're coming after him, too. He steps up, directs traffic. Breaks one tackle, but not a second. But fortunately, he was outside the hash and throws it away wisely. Boy, they put the pressure on him. Curtis, normally he breaks all those, but this is Tyner, and it's different.
And our receivers just kind of stopped, and they started watching Jared on that one instead of continuing trying to get open.
We usually don't do that. And, Coach, have we got a penalty?
It was for something that we moved the ball up the field. I don't know what the penalty was.
I don't know if it was roughing the passer or
It could have been holding on the receivers. It could have been, holding one of the backs.
That moves it to the 45, and so an easy first down at 3:24 of the contest. 2 undefeated teams here battling it out in non-region action. Ball to Ward. He just keeps pummeling and turning. They can't bring him down. He carries it forward like Emmitt Smith.
What a run. What a strong, powerful run for TJ Ward.
First down. Down to the 34. Ward on his own after he broke the line of scrimmage. The clock down to 3:15. Tyner now sees that clock is flying by.
We need the clock to run. I feel like there's too much time right now.
We really don't want to break 1 for 6 right here. Tyner coming after Ward. Left side, takes it to the 30. Well, there's a late hit right there.
He threw it.
Well, they hit him real late. That was real late. And he's upset, but he did. He popped him well after the whistle.
It was late.
First down.
I don't think it was malicious, but it was late.
Right, yeah. It wasn't an intentional hurt, but, man, we pick up 30 yards in 2 penalties. And that's changing this game also.
Now let's really take our time.
The clock is frozen on 2:51. 30 yards in 2 penalty plays. The ball taken down to the 15. Nashville Christian trying to punch it in for the lead. Leading the whole game, but tied right now at 42. 2:38 to go. Curtis in the gun. He's got Ward on his left side. Grigsby in motion to the right. It's going to go to Ward off the right side. Stiff arms one man, upended. Gets the ball inside the 15-yard line. The clock will be under 2 minutes after this next play. It is 2nd down and 7. They're going to spot the ball down near the 15-yard line. Looks like to be on the 16.
Just keep giving it to TJ. Let TJ just wear him down. Keep pushing it down there.
2nd down and 7. The clock ticks under 2, and Tyner cannot afford to use their last timeout. We've got 3 and don't need to use any of them right now. Clock continues to roll against Tyner. Nashville Christian trying to go ahead. Takes the snap. And, boy, he is hit in the backfield, breaks off one tackle, and on his own gets about 2 or 3 yards. Did he fumble the ball?
He was down. There's a flag down, though.
We had a fumble, but it was down, and then a flag on top of that. The clock is stopped at 1:35.
Maybe a face mask? I don't know what else it could be over there.
Crowd waiting for the call. The official coming over. They're facing Tyner's way.
It is a face mask.
And it was, you're right. And I know Tyner feels like, what's happening to us now? Half the distance to the goal. That would have been another 15-yarder. And now they are Nashville Christian. Is that first down?
It should be first down. I can't tell where it is. It's on the.
They're saying it's first down and goal at the 7, I believe. Clock down to 1:24.
Heavy dose of T.J. Ward here.
Ward is hit in the backfield for a loss. Clock to 1:14. Would Tyner use their timeout here? They're not.
I think they're just going to have to try and stop us.
1:06. We're tied up. Nashville Christian. Third down and 7. We've got a lot of different players coming into the game. Clock is running at 56. Play clock is at 20. We're still not to the line.
Like
and now we're going to call a timeout. That's going to knock the timeout clock at 56.
No, they called it.
Did they call it?
I'm not sure who called that timeout.
They probably needed to. But at the same time, we're not necessarily in field goal range in high school.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of times our kids have the leg, they are there's a lot of pressure. Those guys coming at you as it happened earlier.
There is a lot of pressure. I feel confident in Braden Griffin. He's demonstrated that he is very, very capable.
So the setting is third down and 3. The ball is on the 8. We have 3 timeouts. Well, I don't know who used the last one.
Yeah, I don't know
but we're
either.
tied at 42, 56 seconds to go. What a classic game. Everything we wanted in a non-regional game. The Eagles huddle. They'll come to the line at the 8. 56 seconds left. Third down and 3.
It was their timeout, so they're out of timeouts.
And they had to use it. So Nashville Christian, let's see what they do. Everybody's shifting around in the backfield of Tyner. Long count. Curtis is going to keep it off the left side. 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6 big ones. Touchdown Eagles. 50 seconds left. Curtis, 8-yard run. It was student body left the whole way. And he takes it in for 6. And the Eagles go up by 6 with 50 seconds left. And the point after coming up. What a game. 48-42. Griffin to try to make it a 7-point game. Upchurch will snap. Crampton will hold. Griffin to kick. The snap.
Nope.
But a whistle before that.
Flag. There's a flag down over here.
Illegal procedure on the Eagles will make it a long extra point. So he'll be kicking from the 15, making it a 25-yard extra point attempt. 50 seconds left on this untimed down. What a game, Coach. 48-42.
It's been a fantastic game. All you could ask for.
Kicking toward the school. Griffin. Snap, place, kick, up. It didn't make it. It made it good. It took a while, but it went through. And the Eagles go up by 7 with 50 seconds to go. But remember, earlier in the game, Tyner went 90 yards on a kickoff. Was that the second quarter?
It was the second quarter, and that offensive explosion of the second quarter.
A crazy explosion.
I'm assuming we're going to see a pooch kick here. They don't have any timeouts left, which is going to make it difficult.
49-42. We'll be back on the air 2 weeks from tonight against visiting Ezel Harding. Then we'll close out the season with visiting Friendship, and that game will be for first seedings probably. Next week we will travel to Columbia Academy. But tonight, no one's thinking about playoffs. They want to defeat AAA undefeated Tyner.
Boy, it's been an exhausting game.
Has been.
Our guys, their guys have literally given it everything they have. Guys are really, really hurting, but they're sucking it up. There's a great drive there, helped by a couple of defensive penalties.
We got a lot of we got 37 yards on penalties. Here's the kick. And we squib it also. Picked up over there. Oh, boy, he touched it, and did he fumble it out of bounds?
Oh, that worked out perfectly. Great kick there by Caleb Smallbone.
Nobody had a chance to return it. So 48 seconds left. They're not going to be able to run it now, I would not think. The ball is at the 34. They can't afford to take a sack.
With Colt McClary, Michael Hoskins, somebody get a sack right here.
Nashville Christian trying to remain undefeated. What's our win streak, Coach?
16 games, Coach.
All right, this is for 17 in a row, going back to last year. What a game. So the Rams come out for one last hurrah, down 7 with 48 to go. Here's the snap. He wants to pass, lobs it out here complete to the 40.
Keep him in bounds, keep him in bounds.
And they do keep him in bounds. He's lunging forward, but he does not get the first. The clock is down to 35 seconds and counting. Tyner quickly to the line. They're over the ball immediately. He's got to wait till everybody's set, though. 27 seconds left. Takes it, and they throw it into the ground. They stop the clock at 24 seconds. It's second down and short, less than a yard.
Big stop on that first down play, keeping them short of the first down line. Really nice job of keeping them in bounds. The clock continues to run.
Actually, it's third down, and it will be almost one. 24 seconds left.
A sack right here might end the game. Come on, Michael Hoskins.
Yeah, I don't think they'll have time for another one. Back to pass. He's got plenty of time rolling out to the right. Now he's running out. Dumps it off here, and we pummel him behind the line, but he breaks away. Still on his feet, dragging people for the first down to the 49. What a run by Dowdle. They're going to have to clock the ball. There's 11 seconds left.
Why is the clock stopped?
First down.
Oh, it was a first down.
He clocks it. Well, he needs to go under center and save second. That's a 2-second loss by not going under center and clocking it. It's down to 7 seconds, so we got one play, barring a penalty, and they've got 50 yards. So this is basically second and goal from the 50. They have to score here. Last play, Nashville Christian may call timeout to set their D, but they may not to give not to give them time to talk about it. And that's exactly what we're doing. No timeout. 7 seconds left. Let's see if we come after him. We are. They dump it out here to the 50, 45, 40. He's cut from behind. The ball is fumbled. This contest is going to end. Nashville Christian has won a classic against undefeated, but no longer, Tyner from Chattanooga. 49-42, and what a football game this was. What a game by both teams. Our thanks to Tyner for coming up a long ways and risking your undefeated record against a smaller school, and it was a classic, 49-42. So, Coach, we got exactly what we needed as we go down the last stretch of these last three games before the playoffs.
A great game, a battle of toughness. I thought our guys showed a ton of grit, a ton of toughness, getting it done there in the fourth quarter against a really good athletic Tyner team.
A lot of great sportsmanship. Both these teams really respect each other right now, and super job by both squads of showing great sportsmanship. So we're going to sign off here on the Eagle Broadcast Network. We appreciate all of our guests, and Andrew Atkins, our producer. For Coach John Pierce, this is Mike McPherson saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the Nashville Christian Eagle Broadcast Network.